updated on the 13th, so it was updated yesterday, but not yet today. All right, we'll see. There might be more updates today because the game is down. Okay, exclamation mark maintenance for the maintenance lines, and exclamation mark update if you, or exclamation mark patch if you want to see this as well and read along. All right, there we go. New job Kali. You probably already know a lot about this. I even played it in a test server. We can go over this very quickly because you guys saw the visual of me in the test server doing this. Luck primary stat, primary weapon is two-handed weapon. Secondary is a Hex Seeker. From what I saw, it seemed like the Princess No Hex Seeker actually did not have Princess No in the name, which I believe all the other ones do. But maybe the Kinesis one also doesn't. I'm not 100% sure. But I think they all have Princess No in their name, but it seemed like the Kali one didn't. So I guess that's number one on the list, is to add a... I need to open up a WordPad here. Add Kali secondary to Pinot screenshot. That's number one that I need to do. And then number two is add Kali to exclamation mark Legion. Your Legion block is luck, just like with little blocks, just like all the other luck ones. And her link skill, I don't have the exact details for the levels, so I'll have to look into that. But it's looking like a small amount of flat percentage damage, and then a little bit of healing to percentage HP and percentage MP. So nothing to really worry about whatsoever as a as someone who plays any of the other things. That is loud. Thank you, Ben, for the 13 months. Yeah. Oh, well, she said it. I was trying to censor it, but... but thank you, Ben, for 13. Appreciate that. Real birthday. Yeah, this means it's officially now day one of your second year because you've finished 12 months and you're starting your 13th one. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the follows to Uroboros. Oh, sorry. Broros. Nice. And Aposto... Jesus, that's a lot of letters. Apostolo Celestes. Apostolo Celestes. There we go. Mucho gusto. Bienvenido. Okay. Cool. Yes. So beginner skills, a little bit of conversion like the other floras. Echo, and then has innate gift, which is basically like the link skill. Is like you see a little bit of attack, HP, MP, regen. Beautiful. First job immediately has like some basic skills that you forget about in 3 seconds, except for the flash jump, of course, and Void Rush. Very important dashing skill that when you get strong enough, the Void Rush can start killing, and you can just start zooming and numing through maps, destroying everything in your path. And of course, if you guys have a funded account, if you're going to throw a bunch of nodes at your character and you have a lot of money to spend, then there will be a lot... Oh, the emote was broken. There'll be a lot of damage, a lot of EXP that you can do if you stay strong enough to be able to kill it with that. Oh, I may have pressed the insert key and written over the last letter of the first letter of the emote. Flare, just some basic stats, Most of these stats are going to be removed in in the New Age update, but okay. A little bit of an upgrade, and then Crescentum is also very important for later on in the game. This is the only skill that can reset your Void Rush. So Void Rush just dashes once, and then in second job it empowers with Insanity. You can rush twice, and then in the third job you can do it 3 times, and then in the fourth job, basically because of the reset with your Crescentum, you could do like dash, 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 reset, dash, dash, dash. You could dash 6 times in a row. And with chance to skip cooldown, you could dash a whole bunch of times. So that's why we want that one. And that reminds me, add Kali to inner ability. Classes. Is Minecraft. Okay. I need a second WordPad with a little bit of the breakdown. Kali Void Rush plus Crescentum equals zoom. Zoom. That's not how you spell Crescentum. I'll just have 2 of these open. souls. I got 5 souls to open, bro. Okay, booster. Still have a manual booster. RIP. Manual booster. Not a passive. Flora are, you know, an ancient race from the dawn. I don't know what kind of lore explanation they have, but it is manually boosting. But I mean, at least now your pets with auto buff have something to do, right? Until you can get all the decent skills in there. More bus, physical training, bulks up your luck muscle. Sure. Arts, triple bash, chakram sweep. These are just chakram sweep is so when the hex skills, these can start getting pretty useful as well. This one has extra mobility in it for jumping backwards. There might be some animation canceling shenanigans going on there. I didn't really test it in depth that much. Some chakra. You have 2 toggles as well on the Kali. 2 toggles. And the little chakri seem weak, but they scale. They scale a lot eventually. There's going to be hundreds of them, and all of them are going to do a little bit of damage, and it's going to add up to quite a lot of damage, all of them together. You start getting into insanities, void enhance. So that's the other toggle. Deceiving blade. And just more passives, and then fourth job is like all passives. Void Blitz is an extra attack that will activate Dark Sight, and it's pretty fun. You can use it as your own key, or you can use it with a arrow key, I believe, as when you're just doing the regular Void Rush, and it'll come out when it's off cooldown, but you still want to have it on the bottom right of your key. Blitz for Dark Sight. Other than that, you know, just a lot of jumping around. But you see quite some things are not affected by cooldown reset, but even because otherwise it would be too OP. Add a shadow partner for Kali. You have your will, you have your empowerment on the dashes again. Extra expert. And more passives, and more passives, wow. No numbers here. I mean, we can look at the numbers if you want to, into orange mushroom block. I guess I'll just... Kali. Oh, that's Kaliut. It does not know what that is. Kaliu? But yeah, if you want to see all the details, you want to see all the pictures of the skills and what they all look like. So here's the passive block. 10, 20, 40, 80, 100 luck. I guess I'll just add that here. There's some songs here from the new areas we can listen to if you want. It's probably going to be super loud in the beginning. Hang on. Pretty music. You guys are going to be hearing that when you're playing your Kali. Remember, Kali starts with a Terra Burn. Our chakram. So you got a turn skill, right? That's what the skills look like. They're pretty useful. They get a lot better really quickly. Here, I'll link this in the chat if you want to see a little bit more of the details. Chrysanthemum is very quick. It's just like just little squiggly lines. Because you're using both of the weapons. Third job attack. Hex. So when you do this, your character's here, but you'll be knocked backwards, opposite direction. Chucky, so that's a toggle. This one summons a bunch of them. You get more dashes. Blah 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 blah. Fourth job. This is going to be your main attacking skill, and this one is big. So after you shoot out these discs, they'll also come back to you. So if you go backwards, they'll traverse more distance, but there's a max distance that they can travel. They won't go all the way to the opposite side of the map or something. This is your hyper skill. Not hyper skill. This is your. It's your AoE. This is your short-ish cooldown AoE, 12 seconds. So, you know, that would go down to 10 seconds with a 2-second cooldown. Kind of meant to combo like a TB or Merc, or is this just overwhelm with single attacks? It's definitely not as... It's more like an arc that chains attacks together. rather than with TB and Merc. If that makes sense. It's like a slightly different... Because I wouldn't really call an arc a combo class. You use a lot of individual skills, but it's not really... it's not really comboing. Like for... yeah, like for Cadena, for example, you have to like weave and animation cancel and stuff like that. It's different from that. It's gonna be, yeah. I always, the way I always saw it, and my experience is that it feels a little bit closer to like a shadower or something, where it will benefit from pressing the right skill at the right time, but it's not as crazy. But you know, there might be some tech that stuff comes out, and people might figure out different ways of playing Kali than what we know in Korea because of the extra 2 ranks of attack speed, right? There might be other stuff that's available to us and different techniques with the character that open up because of our extra attack speed. So we'll see if that happens. So don't, you know, if you're playing the character, don't just like copy whatever Korea does or whatever. Just try to play the character, try to figure out stuff for yourself. Just jam your face on your keyboard and just kind of see if something comes out that you hadn't thought of before. So this is the Void Blitz. You basically shoot out some ghost spooky dudes, and then you go to Dark Side. Pretty short cooldown. 2 seconds of Dark Side. Cooldown 6 seconds. It's gonna be a lot of weaving, a lot of like using all of your skills off cooldown essentially. The will skill, passives. The hypers, I believe, were pretty straightforward, but I'll have to add that as well. Add Kali to ! hyper skills. If I remember correctly, your hex is where like a lot of the damage comes from, but individual ID is probably not as necessary. Resonate at range, I don't remember people getting that. Void is more the dashes, so for mobbing, you definitely want to level this one here. And then arts are all of your standard skills. Basically, this is your dashing, this is your like longer cooldown skills, and these are your regular attacking skills kind of thing. Yeah, number of monsters hit increased by 2. That's like totem era. It's probably not as useful anymore. Also, number of hits, that seems like one that you would always want. So I'm guessing like 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. And then if you need ID early on, you can add this one instead of that one, I guess. That's probably what we'll end up with. I don't know if this one is useful. Maybe for mobbing, you add that one in, but... If a data collection by class gets a big buff tomorrow, should just wait for new BAs to add them. Yeah, I'll probably need to wrap up pre-savior data on !contribute. You can still add your data from before, but yeah, it'll just kind of get washed away, sadly. Okay, back to this. So yeah. Oh yeah, and we have one special skill here, of course, with the music. Oblivion. When used, Void Rush and Void Blitz's cooldowns are reset. During this skill, for job or lower, Hex skills cooldowns are decreased by 50%, and Void Hex skills final damage is increased by 30% for a 30-second duration on a 3-minute cooldown. It's mostly a... mostly a 3-minute bursty class, but there's going to be a decent amount of DPM that the character does because of the 3 minutes. You only need to add luck to Kali. Yeah, just auto-assign the ability points in the stat window whenever you level up, and it'll automatically put them all into luck. Death Blossom is a extra effect that I believe just damages stuff for existing. There's a 100% chance to create a summon chakri at the attack location. Number of enemies being attacked is less than the maximum number of enemies hit. Additional summon chakra equal to the difference will be created at random locations. So for bossing, it will also have its own use. And it's a 90-second one, so you'll use this one quite often. And also lasts for 30 seconds, so the uptime is 33% on that. Then your regular damaging skill. 5th job is this giant thing. It's a pretty short cooldown, 30-second cooldown. This one was pretty nice. I totally forgot to put this one on the button for the first time I was playing. Because it's a very, like, you know, kind of like ancient Egypt type vibe I feel with the very like Cleopatra vibe. This one I was using incorrectly because you have to tap the skill key repeatedly, reuse the skill, activate the chain attack that tracks an enemy within range multiple times. I forgot to do that, and then there's a big ass explosion with damage at the end. First chain attack and a final attack will activate Chakri, so you know, combining with all the other skills and all the other Chakri flying around, it'll do quite a bit of damage. There's a weird iframe in it as well. I have seen people like die in the skill sometimes by not using it properly. So 4.3 seconds, Wind of Resistance, you are invincible during the Winds of Revenge. It says that, but I've seen people die during the skill in KMS video, so be careful with it and experiment with it a little bit. It says here, after it activates, you will be invincible for 3.5 seconds. But it lasts 4.3, so I don't know if this means that you're like 7.8 in total invincible. We'll have some people die in some weird situations and you'll figure it out. It's kind of like the iframe for the Cannoneer, where the whole thing isn't an iframe. You know, if you like take aim and then you hold it for too long, you become hittable again. But if you take aim for a while and then you fire at the right time, and then you're basically immune for way longer than the skill description says. Like, you'll just have to kind of like feel it out. This is like a passive extra effect that comes out sometimes, which is really cool, but it has a reactivation cooldown, so yeah, hats and stuff, you know, be nice. Resonate Ultimatum, so that's another, like, creates a whole bunch of Chakri, and you know, that's another part of your 3-minute burst. Skills look really cool, and one thing I commented on as well during the test server is that all of the skill icons, even though they all have the same vibe, you know, because some of them are hex, some of them are arts, and some of them are... Shit, I should know they all are hex, arts. Something with an S, isn't it? Oh, resonate, whatever. They still have very distinct icons. It's very easy to tell apart which skill is actually just coming off cooldown and which one you can click. With that was kind of my main critique with the Destiny update, is that a lot of the characters' kits, all the skills looked very, very similar, and all the skill icons looked incredibly similar, which I get that they were going for a theme, but like if you're a paladin, everything here is just the same color, the same 2 colors yellow just alternated with each other. Or if you're an Ice Lightning Mage, everything is just the same light baby blue. And it can really be annoying. The one thing I did say that there's one skill here, the Blossom skill one, they put a black line here on the bottom of the skill icon. I wish they would never do that, because since the timer is like, it blacks out the timer and then goes down, when the time is gone on the top right corner and it's all the way on the bottom, it's impossible to see whether it's already off cooldown or not on cooldown unless you see like flash or use the skill alarm for that one, because it'll look like it's already over even when it's down there. So that might be a small thing that's going to happen, but other than that, it looks fine. Boomer complains about colors again. Yeah, you know, it's a thing that I think they could easily have not fallen into. Hex Void Arts, that's what it is. Void. So there's also Resonates. Oh, that's another one. Then skill improvements per job. I'm assuming that we just copied all of the cool stuff that our great friends over in Korea did. Yeah, Nightwalker Farmers are Cataclysm. Yeah, we already made a video on that, so they're starting like halfway in. Oh, this is part of the... Yeah, this is the second update for Kali. So you'd have to look up Savior instead here. This one. And then this one is going to be the third one, because, you know, Korea likes to do 3 updates whenever there's 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. There we go. So this one will have improvements Well, we've already gone over all this stuff 3 times now at this point, right? Test view server for Korea, live server for Korea, and now this again. So we're just gonna fly over this real quick, but yeah, we've got all the skill icons here. But essentially, new skills for Kinesis and Zero. You guys will figure out what it does. It's all shiny. Zero. Okay, maybe I need to look up Kinesis
Jet
then.
came back to see Jet is being removed. Why?
It was connected too closely to Explorers, and as a result, it costed way more dev time to figure out issues with it. And since not enough regions even have the class or play it, they decided that it was easier from like a time consumption and resource commitment standpoint to just axe it. Of course, that's not a satisfying answer to anyone, but that's in all likelihood why that's going on. But yeah, welcome back, Falcon. Welcome back to that. And congrats on your gold badge. Appreciate that, Prime Man. They're planning on decreasing symbol upgrading cost. If not in this update, the next big one. I believe that's being decreased in this update, yeah. And if it is not this one, it is other ones, but I believe it is in this one. Can I look for upgrade? No. 2,000 points. But it is definitely on the way. Yeah, we've seen it in the Korea ones. Oh, maybe it is not this one. We keep our attack speed calc at least. Yeah, in the test server we were able to test that as well, and that's one of the first things I checked, of course, to see if that attack speed was still going to be in there in the way that we are used to. I hope they changed the wording a little bit of what it was in a test server. Basically, in a test server, it would talk about ranks. No, it would talk about +1, -1. It would talk about stages of attack speed, and it would talk about levels of attack speed, which I think is thoroughly confusing to use that many types of that many terms to basically describe the same thing over and over. So I hope that they've kind of unified that, but they would basically talk about 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage in terms of how much it sped you up. But there would also be +1, +2, +3, like that kind of stuff. So that would be the same thing. And then your ultimate attack speed in your stat window showed up as number and then level. So like 6 level, 7 level, 8 level. And then if you ever go above 8, which is basically the soft capping, the hard cap in Korea, but our existing soft cap, then if you hover over the term, it'll say, like with a little asterisk, bonus attack speed is in effect. But it'll say that if you're at 9, and it'll say that if you're at 10. So you have to know your calculations, and yeah, you have to know your calculations basically. So make sure you check exclamation mark attack speed and all that. We'll make sure that that stays up to date with the current update. So Seth might have some work on reorganizing some stuff, but I think it's pretty minimal on the amount of things we need to change there. So new, Zero, and Kinesis. 5th job. Yeah, attack speed changed to cast speed for mages, where this wasn't really the case. I mean, it's a lot of skills like this, but there's just a lot of mages. But some of these skills were basically slightly faster if the character had very high attack speed. As you know, mages should just use cast speed, which is different than attack speed. Yeah, it has to do with all the multipliers and shit. But I believe this will just make a few skills, non-vital skills it should be, but a few skills a little bit slower on the animation. And that's basically it. But some of these are, yeah, I don't know, for Fire Poison and for Ice Lightning and Bishop, it's like your whole kit. So if you're playing those mages, please report back to how you feel. I think you'll just feel that it will be on the casting of so it's not going to be like your main attacking skills, but like for blue blazers it's orbital flame, for example. So some of the characters will feel more of a difference than others. It might be minor though. It's just a thing that they need to align basically how the code worked in the background, and that affected some skills, but it never says here, for example, how much it affected them. So Kana isn't listed, so I assume no changes. Kana is one of the mages that did benefit to a certain extent from speed infusion. Well, these should as well. I thought cast speed, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the cast speed versus attack speed, I thought cast speed was already the same base, like 6 as, or 6, which will now be 4? As all the weapons, but there might be some stuffs or some ones that are slightly stronger. We'll see. We'll see. It might feel a little bit weird, like you're playing with some lag in the beginning, and you might get used to it very quickly, and it might not be that much, but for some characters it might be more effective. So if you're playing mages, please give feedback, and please let us know how it changes. Hopefully your rotations don't change too much, hopefully your culvert stays around the same. But we'll just have to feel how that works for us with the extra attack speed that we have. Ring of Restraint improvements were made for the Ring of Restraint to no longer be affected by skill transparency adjustments. For some maps that's probably good. For some other maps that might be a little bit too much. We'll see how that looks. I know for some boss fights that sometimes I'm looking and like I'm not sure if it's on or not. I'm just like I see that it's on cooldown, so I hope it's on and I didn't already jump out of it. I'm pretty sure it starts at 7 if I'm not mistaken, so it probably gradually levels up much more slowly. I think for most people you keep Mana Overload at level 1 anyway. You can never tell if roar is on culvert. Yeah, you just have to kind of trust it, right? I try to roar all the way in the corner so that if I animation cancel and it doesn't go off properly, I just dash into the corner where it stay inside my roar, but yeah. Roar does look really nice, that's true. Oh, maybe you guys can give me some feedback on this as well. Roar is not just a beam upwards, right? It's like a vertical, like it goes down as well. It goes all the way. But like if you use it on... Is it because it's on a platform in Phase 3 Lucid? But when the platform breaks and you fall below it, I feel like when the platform breaks, the roar doesn't break. But if you fall underneath the roar, where there's still roar, like it still disappears. Doesn't it? Well, maybe because of the transparency, I can't see how far it goes down, but I thought it went down quite a bit and not just up. Am I missing out on that? It starts at 8. Oh, okay, so 1% down, yeah. Well, 1% point down, right? So it's not a percent. It's 3% on a 7, so yeah. MP Eater, chance to absorb MP was increased, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is a whole lot of like small changes. If you want to see the video on Savior changes, these are like 1-to-1. Scardor, Savior, bam. Savior skill changes, nerf or buff. Boom, this video right here. Wow, hour and 30 minutes where I go over everything, or a little quick breakdown, whatever the fuck here, in the last 15 minutes. We could double check all of these and see if all of these are in here compared to the KMS notes. If they order the characters in the same way, it's probably part 1 and 2 combined here, I'm guessing. Let's see, what skill changes did we have in the second part? Lara traces. They double changed that back. You achieve certain skills with the first time casting after logging them in the client, which slow down for Dominion, Rapid Throw, and Cataclysm. And then the changes here. Nice, that's not how that works. Improvements. Oh, skill improvements right here. Cool, cool. Here's the roar thing. Yeah, see? There's the attack speed thing, mana overload thing, fire poison, MP eater thing, right? Like it's pretty much one-to-one, except these I think look cooler because they've got the skill icon. DOT, Punisher, Ice Lightning, MP eater, that's it. Bishop, MP, Dispel, Divine Protection, Divine Punishment, percentage. Yeah, so this, I mean, it's like pretty much like a one-to-one copy over. So if you want to know the specific changes for your class, either check out my video or just read all the patch notes for the character yourself, because it's, you know, it's pretty detailed. It's going to be 50 classes, so it takes forever. I will look, however, of course, to the classes that are not in Korea, and we'll give a little bit of a rundown on that. Let's see what they do. They'll probably be mentioned all the way on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, because they just copied the Korea ones and then inject in it. DA changes, let's see, range. Yeah, range about 40%. I believe it's only horizontal range though, not vertical range, which is where we wanted it the most. Range of the resequent target disappears increased by approximately 17%. You know, we'll take everything we can get. 1,000 swords in the air. Attack range increased by about 12%. Reduction of action delay by 55%. Changed hit animation. Change of fury. You can sword decrease max HP to 200% to 100%. The amount of fury needed to reduce Thorn of Fury's cooldown is reduced by the same proportion. That's pretty nice though, because that's something that they didn't do when they changed the skill from 4 to 2 minutes. They didn't make it trigger twice as much, so that could increase the damage from Revenant quite a bit, and maybe make it less risky to use Revenant in a boss fight and be able to survive afterwards. I reduced action delay by approximately 41%. That's also nice. I believe that's not this update yet, but there should also be another update where if you accidentally press it twice, it doesn't automatically cancel as well. Yeah, as a DA, that's something that's very frustrating. A lot of battle mage changes, not positive ones. Mechanic, Blaster. Everyone's burning this one, so is this the one where you get that new skill? Oh no, you already had that one. Final damage increase 5%. Poggers. Look at all these changes. Kaiser, all the changes. Fix an issue where teleporting to the enemy's location would cause the Kaisers not to attack if summoned on the same location. Damn, Kaiser getting some crazy buffs, as always. For the glory of Kaiser. Kane, everything getting buffed. Just literally everything. By about 10% final damage. Gadena finally taking some nerfs. AB. I don't know if I have the... I guess we can show that real quick, but basically these are the changes here. So like yeah, a few classes are nerfed. There's only a few that are getting like big nerf. There's Battle Mage, yeah, and then there's like small nerfs for Mihail, which is like for Cadena, which is slightly more significant, and for Fire Poison. If the attack speed also hits it hard, could almost go to big nerf levels, but other than that, characters are neutral or getting buffed, so overall, mostly a keep. But yeah, so I'm more interested in those characters where we have no info. So you can use that command in chat if you want to get that breakdown. 0, and then the new skill, of course, for 0 and for Kinesis. So probably I must have given them buffs, right? Big buff and Kinesis, at least small buff for the skill change. Hell yeah. Okay, also in the arc, a bunch of small changes just because of the delay going down. The changes for the arc felt quite nice in a test server, especially on the Flora form. It felt a lot cleaner, and we got a little bit of final damage here and there, and then some extra damage on the big skills. There's a recall. Wait, increased damage from level 25 from 700 to 800. I thought that was supposed to be more. Did I misremember that? 14, 15, beast. Damage has been increased from 800 to 950 on the beast. Wait, that's gonna be fucking sick. Damn, okay. That's like 20%. When next I'm getting to hard to nerf BAM. They adjusted BAM and mechanic a little bit more after that as well. I believe they felt that they wanted to position it more as like a little bit more of as a support than what it ended up being, so they wanted to curve its solo potential. They felt it was too strong alone compared to how much it was supposed to be just bringing damage to the party as a support. And one of the things they changed after that is that after that they apparently thought it was too strong as a support again, so they buffed its solo capabilities again a little bit to counteract the changes from before, so that they became disproportionately a little bit more strong solo, and that their supportive capabilities went down a little bit. Same with mechanic. So they're just constantly tweaking it a little bit up and down, up and down. The Devious Dream is big, yeah, but that only pops up every, what, 8 seconds? Should be more at level 30. Yeah, that's why I never look at like 100. Well, it's probably roughly still 150%, but I usually look more as a proportion. So 150, that's like roughly 1/5. A little bit less than a fifth. So it's probably like an 18% final damage increase or something in that. Right, because 10 is 80 and 8 is 64, so 144. That's pretty close. But they don't show it at level 30. Dude, who maxes boost nodes out? Who maxes skill nodes out? Not me, bro. Not this guy. Hero Tris, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of Ho Young changes. Cooldowns, finally, for Ho Young are on 90 and 180 instead of on 100 and 200. Welcome to the present time, Ho Youngs. We've been expecting you for years now, but it's glad you guys could catch up with everyone else. Some large changes. Add a function that creates all prepared dragon veins when used together with a down key. Oh shit, nice, that's cool. Dragon vein will increase MP recovery amount from 1% to 5%. That's insane. Okay, so Hayato changes. Hayato. Reduce the boost node types. Again, so like we said in the beginning, that seems amazing usually to people who don't really have, who are not nerds. Let's just put it that way. People who aren't like super fucking nerds and they don't have their head inside MapleStory tech and lore and mechanics all day. It seems like having a lot of boost nodes is just objectively bad, and that should be fixed, and having fewer boost nodes is just objectively good, and that's always better. Of course, the reality is not quite, it's always nuanced, actually, it depends. So yeah, with the update coming in New Age and getting access to a lot more matrix slots early on, it will actually be a legitimate strategy to just equip way more boost nodes than you need, being, a set of two sets of two, 3 sets of 2 maybe, or maybe up to 7. And being able to equip more boost nodes could actually be a benefit there, but 10 is probably still fine, so it's probably not going to reach that level. But having lower variance in the boost nodes, of course, makes it so that you can find your boost nodes more easily, but it also limits the amount of boost nodes that you can equip. So there's pros and cons there. And then again, for Hayato, early on, your boost nodes is not something you want to be worrying about. You want to be making skill nodes and level up Iaijutsu, Phantom, Blade. That's where all your nodes want to be going. And it's basically like Domain on a Kana, like that's what you want to max. It's like Burning Soul Blade on a hero, almost not as big of a priority for hero, but like pretty much like that. Anything you can increase the uptime on. Iaijutsu Phantom Blade is a giant AoE. You can spam with energy. It gives you final damage, builds stacks of final damage, and leveling up makes the final damage bigger. It compounds on top of each other, improves all your damage, and the stacks last longer with higher level skill. So that's why, that's what you want to use everything on. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So boost node, instead of like 23 that it was before, it's going to be now 10. So a bunch of them are clustered together. Change the prefix. Change. But yeah, from 23 to 10. So finding your boost nodes is now way easier, but remember, don't focus on that too much earlier on. People are thinking like, how does that change their positioning as a bossing mule? They were already fine, quote unquote, as a bossing mule if you were doing more like a DPM approach. You don't really have that many huge burst skills. You need a high level of general funding essentially. It'll do fine on slime because like the really big skill in 3 minutes, and you have giant AOE, so you don't need to be on top of the slime to just hit it. But in general, for a bossing mule, it's not advised unless you really love the playstyle, typically. Change level 20 bonus from 5% critical rate to max targets +1 on the Rise Sunrenzon node. Rise Sunrenzon node has been changed to Sunrenzon Blade Flash node. Wait a minute. Isn't Sunrenzon is your main mobbing skill and Blade Flash is your main bossing skill, right? If you can legitimately boost pretty much everything now. Any clue? Exclamation mark maintenance in a title. We always know ahead of time when the maintenance is going to be and how long they're expecting it to be. Change the prefix from tripling to morning moon. We'll just see. Consolidate submarine, 80 care 100 strike. Yeah, sure, your send surging blade. A lot of stuff being cut or being, you know. Fu Sunrenzon node to Sunrenzon. It's interesting they put Sunrenzon and Blade Flash. They would just make all of the regular Sunrenzon, Jin, Fu Sunrenzon, and I thought they make all of those into just Sunrenzon, and then all of the Blade Flash ones into just Blade Flash. But they're putting Sunrenzon and Blade Flash in one. That was unexpected. Because that's just your main mobbing and your main bossing. I guess actually it makes sense because they are the same attack, just in a different mode, right? You switch modes but kind of use it as the same skill, so. It's like, imagine if for Arc, you'd have like the Flora and the Spectra version of the same button not be boosted by the same boost node. That would be weird. How's the patch looking? Nothing unexpected so far.
WTF, I saw ad, this is bullshit.
Yeah, don't watch
This is
ads.
rich. Also hashtag feed Scardor 2023.
I'm going to be eating an extra sandwich. Thank you very much, Iraq. Appreciate the prime. Thank you on the 1 year, almost 1 year, closing in on 1 year. You get that 1 year badge already though. And yeah, hashtag fuck ads. I agree. Use all your primes. Preach. Okay, we consolidate hiatus boost nodes in line with the amount of other jobs have. We consolidate the separate Butterjutsu, basic stance nodes, and some skill nodes in each job advancement. Some skill nodes. Oh. For Sunrenzon Blade Flash, the 8 different nodes were consolidated into 1. Does the 23 boost nodes have changed to 10? Other skill improvements, some summoner skills are improved to no longer end when you enter the Courtship, Dance, Eagle Hunt, and Totem Slash and then exit. Okay, so that's all of the Bounty Hunter portals, those yellow guys. Poyo and Frito. Alleviate an issue where the client would slow down when some skills are cast for the first time after logging in. Oh yeah, that's the thing we saw here, right? The Cataclysm, Dominion, Rapid Throw. Yeah, so that's like general changes. So nothing for Kana? Oh no, Kana's right here. Oh, Sengoku Warrior common skill fixed the issue where skills with some bind effects were not deactivated in Ursus map. Huh. Okay, Kana, let's see. Visuals of effective keychain should become visible when used by other players. Fix it. If it says fix an issue, these are like minor things that don't really improve or change the damage at all. Fixing issue with the effective Sengu strike appeared awkwardly when used by another player. Speed of spraying horizontally slow. Well, no, speed isn't slow. The skill is slow. That's why the speed is low. But speed can be slow because speed doesn't have speed. Got him. Improvements made to look normal. But these are like the fixes, right? There were no skill changes, just like small fixes, yeah. Okay. And then for Hayato, I guess we can skill transparency. Visible to other players. There's all transparency stuff, which is important enough. Of course, you don't want your screen to be full of flashes that you were asking it not to be. Character won't take action once every 2 times of the skill when used by another player. Instance life wasn't visible when used by another player. Cancel. Fixing issue where action couldn't be cancelled by instant slice when weapon aura triggers. Okay, that's pretty important. Fixing where the defender blade only activates once for the first hit instead of twice. Okay. And fixing where the defender blade should attack 15 times twice when it first activates, but only activate it once for 15 hits. I mean, that's connected to the other one. Other bugs great issue with characters' eyes have been fixed when viewing the game in 1920 by 1080. Pog. Gameplay for Princess No boss fight has been updated so that the timer is no longer affected when the Aura Shogun summon the timer is no longer affected when Aura Shogun summoned eel destroys a lightning seal ord. I thought they were going to say that we don't have to wait for Aura Shogun to come down when the eels when the eels are all killed. Issues cause lag certain classes of Tower of Awe, such as Kana Shadow and possibly other classes, has been fixed. Wow, okay. But we were not quite all the way at the bottom yet. Ctrl F. Hayato. There we go. There's no changes for Jet, of course. And then we check Beast. Tamer is not in here at all. Nothing for BT. And of course it also means that they are not mentioned for creation, which will most likely be Beast Tamer and Zero creation. Most likely will be for part 2 of this update, which I'm expecting is going to be July 17th. Princess No prequests are still fucked, by the way. You have to collect the skills. Yeah, so for the people who are trying to do Princess No on new skills, on Hyperburn characters, on Kalis, all of that stuff, you probably want to wait until that's fixed. If you can't wait, you have to open up the skill window for the Ayame and click the buttons for the skills, because you can't drag them and hotkey them for some reason right now. So yeah, it's not in the patch notes. Better have nothing than the content removed. I guess so. Level up flow revamp, so that's the big EXP change, so between 220 and up to 260. So it's a 19% decrease on the lower end. So for, even for your Hyperburn now, you're going to notice that you're going to be leveling up quite a lot faster. 19% decrease here, 14% decrease up to 235, and then 8% up to 245, and then 3% off of the top end are up to 260. So of course this is also partially to try to get people up to 260 for New Age, so you can start enjoying that 6th job immediately once it comes out in probably late December of this year. Every patch in GMS fams keep getting worse and worse. Yeah, is that true? I guess if you level up faster, you spend less time in the areas where the fams drop, so you have less time to get them, right? Can river special content change to weekly content? Yeah, so this is pretty big. Let's see, level up, EXP, reduce, level 260. Someone had messaged me as well that they were making a up-to-date calculator for the weeklies. I don't know if they sent anything. See if I can give you guys a sneak peek on that. Was it this one? Can I open up a Discord video and what if I download it? 140 MB. Bruh. This better not be a fucking virus, bro. Let's see. Trojan horse. Okay. Yep. Opening. I don't see it, bro. Yeah. Oh. Was that it for a split second there? 3, 2, 1. And then I click again. Open with VLC, yes. Okay, thank you. So it should look something like this. I don't know if he did this on purpose. He's about to get free at next Google search. That must be a meme, right? He has to have that on. God. Did he think I wouldn't notice, or did he think I would notice and then think it was funny? Now I don't. I don't know. Okay. So, not looking at that part of the video. Okay, looking at the other part. So basically, you'll be able to put in the current level and the current amount of symbols you have in a certain symbol. Whether you're doing all of the dailies or only partially, how much money it's going to cost. That's all going to be kept up to date. How far you want to level it. Let's say that you want to get your character a decent amount of stats, and you want to make sure that you are going to, how long is it going to take me to get to this point? This of course excludes special events and event shops and that kind of stuff, but it should give you an idea of like how long will it take you. Personally, I would never use this because it would just be depressing for me to see how slow all of that would happen. But if you're like, okay, I want to start doing Saren and I want to start doing it at, I don't even know the numbers, 220 SAC or something. Should I start looking for a party? When should I start grabbing people together? And when can we look as a party? It's like, hey, we want to start running Saren. If we all do our dailies, we should be able to start running in, I don't know, in fucking November or something. And then the people can all come together and be like, okay, make sure we do all of our dailies, and then by November we can start running. I don't know. You'll be able to kind of keep track of it. To see that. I'm expecting another update from them to kind of see where they're at with everything. But okay, I didn't notice those tabs before. That's kind of silly. Okay. Cool. Moving on from that. And someone missed a few days here and there. Yeah, so you want to build a little bit of a buffer, right? Just to have a general idea. I don't know. You could probably use it for other applications. I personally wouldn't use it, but I know, yeah, I mean, there's probably other people who would, so, just pointing it out. Basic Life. Thank you for the follow, bro. So to weeklies. So yeah, basically it kind of works the same as now, as in like, let's say I want to do Hungry Muto. If I don't have any other areas after Choo Choo unlocked, I just need to do it 3 times, and then every single time I do it, I get symbols. For Hungry Muto, there's only going to be 1 difficulty level anymore. It's just all going to be normal, and so you're going to get 5 symbols per run, and you're going to get 15 per. You're supposed to, usually now you would get 5 per run, right? You could do 3 times, so you get 15 per day. But that was in hard mode. So now instead it's just all going to be normal mode, and you get 15 per run now. So you'll be able to do 3 runs. Either you do all 3 runs and you get EXP, or you do 1 run or 2 runs, depending on how many you can auto-complete. And then you can get up to 45 symbols per day for these areas. So in Vanishing Journey, Choo Choo, and in Lachaline. For Lachaline, you now have something Chaser. What is it called? Midnight Chaser, I think, right? Instead of Dream Defender. Dream Defender is gone. Midnight Chaser. Thank you, Turtles, for the follow. And so you'll be getting 45 symbols, and if you have extra areas unlocked, you'll get 45 symbols in like a minute or 2 on a character, and boom. And you can only do that once a week, but this will allow you to scale up on the amount of characters that you do symbols on, and the amount of time that you spend per symbol is going to go way down. For some of these areas, they also adjusted the regular rewards from the regular dailies, like go kill 200 monsters, go grab 50 drops. Those have been adjusted accordingly to change from the daily to weekly to the other things. Some areas have gone down a little bit in the amount of symbols you can get per week. Choo Choo went down a little bit. Arcana went down also quite a bit. I say quite a bit, like 10 symbols over a week, right? So you won't really notice that. But because you can scale up now way better on multiple characters, the overall growth of arcane power between all of your characters will go up. And as a result, you'll get a lot more value from boosting your bossing mules more through symbol weeklies and less by direct money and, you know, investment, because you want to take money out of the character, not put money into the character, right? Thank God they removed the weird coin mechanic for Lachaline and Arcana. Didn't they say something? The simple exchange feature for dream coins and spirit coins obtained from Lachaline to Defender Arcana Spirit is kept for the people who have the points still. But yeah, so basically the way it'll work is if you get arcane symbol coupons. So in your use inventory, you'll get a stack of coupons. So for 15, 30, 45, however many runs you do that week. And then you can double click them there and then turn them into equips. But then in equips, they'll still be unstacked and taking up your entire inventory. But in your use inventory, they won't take up that much room. So I'm ironically going to max all my boss mule symbols now. I don't know about maxing for myself, but I'll definitely be working on symbols way more just for the weeklies, because it's so fast to get so many. And it even on 50 characters, if you do it weekly on 50 characters, even for 3 regions, it's like less than 10 minutes per character, so it'll take you like 500 minutes in a week. So it's like an hour and 15 minutes per day to get all like those beginning 3 weeklies done on all your characters in your account. You probably already have a few characters max, so it's not even that many. And that'll be 135 symbols times 50. So it'll be 6.7k symbols or something for an hour and 15 minutes per day in a week. Like, the amount of symbols there, it scales up insanely. So, yeah. Special content is still in the guide. Symbol exchange, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we talked about that. Even if you did the daily special content before the June 14th maintenance, you can do the weekly special content after the maintenance. So extra symbols. Pog. And... yeah, we'll have to know when the weeklies reset. Visual accumulates when the content is completed. Resets every Monday at midnight. Okay, so we have to put symbol weeklies to exclamation mark resets Sunday to Monday. Sunday to Monday resets. There we go. With heaven, yeah, exactly. Spirit Savior, the defense system is removed with the shield and everything. Just the playtime limit to 10 minutes. Decrease the HP of the bound rock spirits from 500 million to 400 million. That's nice. That's nice. Definitely unfunded, very new characters sometimes struggled to get the spirits free. Also because the map is not a arcane power map, so you don't get bonus damage or damage penalty from arcane power in that area. So you might have to work on that a little bit harder. Temps would be deducted if you exceed the time limit or leave the game using the exit button, but you do get auto kicked out once you reach 10k, so you can't do like a 20k or a 30k run or anything like that. Arcane River Express Pass revamp. Arcane River Special Content Express Pass was changed to 2,000 maple points per completion. Not 100, sure. About that. I don't. It's like when you pay maple points to autocomplete, right? I'm not super sure on how impactful that all is. Increased number of symbols you get as a reward from Arcane River daily quests. So Vanishing Journey, I believe, goes from 8 to 9. Choo Choo, I believe, symbol. Yeah, so you have the EXP changes. Vanishing, oh, sorry, not 8 to 9. 16 to 18. So 8 to 9, but doubled. Choo Choo Island from 8 to 16 per day. So that's from the regular, doing the regular dailies in that area. So, you know, if you have all the way up to Arcana Unlocked or something, doing the regular dailies in Choo Choo, you know, comparatively will be very good. But they had to compensate for the possibility of 15 symbols a day now, right? And it's still going to be a slight decrease for Choo Choo Island. But yeah, just if you have Arcana Unlocked, basically you just go kill 200 monsters and get 16 symbols. You know, the time efficiency on the symbols is going to be crazy for those first 4 areas, essentially. Lachaline 8 to 11 and Arcana 8 to 9. And then, of course, Cernium, 5 to 10. Hotel Arcus, 5 to 10. But that's just probably mentioned here as well. If you go down a little bit, increase the number of symbols you get as a reward from granted areas. It just says increase. It doesn't say how much here. So we have the numbers. We have the numbers right here, if you're wondering what those are going to be. But this is pretty massive, right? Cernium, you have 2 areas to do Cernium, so you go from a max amount of 10 per day now to 15, which is plus 50%, so that's nice. And Hotel Arcus has just 1 daily with 5, that goes to 10, so that's doubling. So yeah. Imagine if you get 100 symbols a week from Arcana, and then it just goes up to 200, right? Like, this looks like a small increase, but this is fucking massive, because Sacred Power takes forever to level up, so that's a really nice buff. Monster Park improvements, increase the clear EXP, Monster Park, Alahaline, and Arcana. Monster Park Extreme auto party search system matching quality has been improved. Matching improves the expected clear time of the match party is not significantly different from the expected clear time of the person who requested the matching. So hopefully if you level 275 and you request a match, you don't get a bunch of level 261s who have no damage, hopefully. But we'll see. Ursus the Mighty entry criteria. Yeah, so this is this is the best change in the whole in the whole update. Is that every day now, if you want to join Ursus, you have to have killed 300 monsters near your level. This is not per character. If any of your character kills any monsters near its level, it'll just unlock Ursus for the day for the account. But it is something where they didn't want everyone to just have free money everywhere, I'm guessing. They wanted people to have to work for it a little bit more and not just be able to log in, do Ursus, log out. They want them to be able to, they want them to at least mob for like, I don't know, 12 seconds. You don't need to mob for that long to get 300 monsters. It's very, very fast. But you might want to reschedule on, you know, doing your dailies first versus doing Ursus first. Maybe you just log in a little bit earlier, kill some monsters, do like one daily capping thing. But if you did anything on any character in the game that wasn't like bossing, then you probably can just walk right in and be totally fine. But, you know, there's going to be times where you're like trying to join Ursus and it's like, wait, why won't it let me? And it's like, well, you didn't kill the 300 monsters. It'll be shown in, if you're logged in and you use up the battle menu and you have the boss menu, you have Ursus on the right side. It's going to show monsters killed near your level, and it's going to show there if you killed enough or not, basically. Oh, I accidentally shifted one of my screens. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I have so many things open on my computer. I need 6 screens, bro. It's going to be the update before the end of the year is going to actually 3 functional monitors. Yeah, cannot be invited to the party. RIP. It's not a party, it's an expedition. Yes, expedition. Or something else, but not a party. Party something else. Do you look at any days where there's rumors? I will check. I believe that there are vac pets in here, yeah. Hunting zone improvements. The terrain of some hunting zones in Arcane River, Vanishing Journey, Reverse City, Choo Choo Island, Yum Yum Island have been changed, and monsters will spawn more frequently. I don't think that's correct. I don't think they will spawn more frequently, but I think more monsters will spawn. But I don't think they will suddenly change the timer on monster respawn frequency. That would be really weird. I think just more of them will spawn, like X versus Q. No, what's the A versus A is the amount, and then Q would be, no, quantity would also be amount. Q versus V, velocity, speed, right? Yeah, whatever. And then there are a few map changes in End of the World. 1.7 has been changed to End of the World 1.9. End of the World 2.5 has been changed to End of the World 2.8. Because why not? And then new maps have been added. End of the World 1.7, 1.8, 2.6, and 2.7. Based. Then, Midnight Chaser, so that's the new content instead of Dream Defender. Basically, there are, you enter into Dream Defender, but basically it's just 9 maps. So instead of like across 5 maps, it's just 9 maps in 3x3. And every single map has an object in it. There's like a wardrobe, a table, a mirror, you know, one of those things. You can just go through the portals And then once you find the object that is mentioned as the first object that you have to find, then you just kill all the monsters in the map, and you hit the and then it says NPC chat on the object, and then boom, it'll clear, and you go to the next one. Every single time you enter the content, the objects are going to be moved around. They're not going to be in a set position. But within one run, they're going to stay in the same position. So if you're running around trying to find an object, if you remember where the ones were that you passed by, you can get down there pretty quickly. It takes like 2 to 3 minutes, most likely. I was very slow the first time. It took me 5 minutes. I thought you had to kill all the monsters in the map before you can move to the next one. But you only have to kill the monsters in the map when you find the object to clear that map and to be able to use NPC chat on the object. So you could do that much faster than I did. So it'll take like 2 to 3 minutes max, and then if you can autocomplete, boom, 45 symbols, and move on to the next character. So it is quite fast. What's up, guys? Away, and thank you, the great Diego, for the follow. Welcome. You guys are working hard on getting me to 22k. 21k will be over before I know it. Dream Defender content has ended, so Dream Defender ranking NPC will no longer appear. So you no longer have to talk to the. There will no longer be like a ranking thing, and those characters won't be there, so you don't no longer have to talk to those NPCs every day to get the extra coins for like an extra symbol. That's all gone. And then Midnight Chaser resets every Sunday night at 12 a.m. UTC. I don't know why they say that. Why don't they just say Monday at 12 a.m. UTC? And here to say Sunday night at 12 a.m. UTC. You mean the same thing, right? Why would you say different things for the same thing? You're just trying to make it more confusing to everyone. It just resets when the regular week resets, okay? Sunday to Monday. Okay, never mind. Okay. Vera, I love you. And it was a really long patch note, so I respect all of the work, okay? I haven't seen any typos yet either, so we're on a very good start. We're already like 25 to 30% in, and I haven't seen any typos yet, so you are... Either I haven't read everything, or you're on the ball. Thank you, AmarCT, for the Prime. 3 months. Grab that silver badge, my dude. Thank you. By the way, any primers, remember to prime so you can get rid of all the ads, the pesky ads on this website that Twitch wants to put on everything. And if you watch a lot of different streams, consider getting Twitch Turbo, which will get rid of all the ads on the platform and will support the people whose stream you watch as if you are watching their ads, very similar to YouTube Premium. Okay. Where was I? Equipment enhancement improvements. Yes, so these are very big changes for everyone. Mostly for late game and end game players, it's just a time saver, and when they're funding their bossing mules. And for everyone else, early on in the game, it's huge. Okay, so Star Force changes. No more drop on fail or boom from 10 to 15. So no more drop and fail on, I should say on from 10 to 15, and no more boom from 12 to 15. Now this will mean that the individual cost per Star Force is going to go up dramatically, and you're going to see some crazy numbers. I think something like if you're trying to get an arcane from 14 to 15, I think the individual cost for that is like 400 to 500 mil. But you have to remember, it is calculating in that you would be safeguarding it and that you would be dropping a whole bunch of things. Like for high level items, it goes up a lot. Even with like a kind of treasuring or something. I don't remember the exact numbers, but even with a kind of treasuring, it's like 150 mil or something. It's pretty big, but just don't be scared. Like, it's all been calculated for, and it's on average still cheaper on the front end, and it's going to mean that once you get to like 22, it's roughly the same cost. The main thing that saves you is time, right? If you boom and you have to restart, it doesn't take you forever to get back up to 15. It'll guaranteed get you there way quicker. So if you're like mass tapping things because you're trying to get the high Star Force, it's going to save you an immense amount of time. And because it's saving you an immense amount of time, that allows you to have more time to make more money again, right? So it'll sort itself out. I do believe though, yeah, if you were in the past going to fodder items, so you know, getting things up to 15 without safeguarding, and then waiting for 5, 10, 15, tapping it up to 16, transfer hammering into Abso, for example, or superior gear, and then getting it back up to 16 because of the 5, 10, 15, and then safeguarding the last star. Basically, foddering just for like 15 is no longer necessary because you're no longer going to be saving the money on the fodder because everything is basically in the Star Force, including safeguarding anyway. So you might as well do the superior gear, you might as well do the absolute gear straight up with these changes up to 15, preferably during a 30% off, and then waiting there and waiting for a 5, 10, 15 to get the last 2 stars. Foddering is really only going to be a thing now once you're trying to get things to 21, and then transfer hammer them into 20 on superior gear and maybe on Abso, but most people won't be doing that. So yeah, the traces, if you do blow up an item, trace will stay 12 though. At least in the test server. We'll see if we can 100% confirm that in game, but they will stay 12 and not go up to 15, which you would maybe expect. Samsu, thank you for the follow. And there's one more thing I want to say about that. Yeah, so that does mean that my transfer hammer slash transposing video has to be remade to reflect changes. There we go. And Samson, thank you for tier 1 as well. Welcome to the Scardor's Grass and Scrums Emmy Badge Briefing with the thank you for supporting channel, my dude. Okay. Is that everything that I mentioned here? Safe and husband range returns 15, expanded to 15. Expected value of mesos decreases according to 2 stages, just according to levels of similar. Yeah, okay, cool. Character stat UI changes. Yes. Character stat changes. There's quite a lot that changed here. As always, they're trying to do their best to give more insight in how strong your character really is. And some of it is hitting the mark, and some of it is kind of missing the mark, giving more info. We'll have to look a little bit into what we do with this extra information. So attack speed, attack power, magic attack categories have been added to the character detailed stats window. Even if you don't really use magic attack, you still get magic attack in there, and even if you don't really use attack power, you still have attack power in there. From the test server, it didn't show attack power, it just showed the word attack. I don't know if they added attack power to it. We will see that when the game is live. So the character's current attack speed is displayed from stage 1 to stage 8. Again, it didn't show up as stage 1 to stage 8. It showed as 1 level up to 8 level with those wordings, which was very interesting. Thank you for the subs, multiple subs. Thank you very much, Samsu, for gifting 20 subs and for letting everyone enjoy the Inception sound. In case you guys forgot what Inception, what the sound effect was, I believe that was it. And if you listen very closely, you might hear it again somewhere later in the stream, like maybe right now. And there we go. And then repeat that about 16 more times. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate your support to stream very, very much. And that gives you the rank 1 spot for this month that you might be able to keep. This birthday month for me. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. And everyone in chat, show them some love. And thank your benefactor. I see a lot of people already thanking their gifter. I see a lot of names. I recognize most of these names. That's good. I love that the gifted subs go to the people that are in the stream quite a bit, so that's nice. Happy late birthday. Thank you very much. And we have some dodgers as well. That's also very good. Nitai dodged. Didn't even mean to. Dodged as fuck. Yep. Stage 1 is the slowest, while stage 8 is the fastest. Yeah, so in the past, if you guys know, attack speed used to be... let me talk through the Inception sounds. Attack speed used to be 1, used to be the fastest. 0 used to be the fastest for us in GMS, and 2 used to be our soft cap and used to be the hard cap in Korea. Now they flipped it. Instead of going from 10 all the way up to 0, we start at 1 and then go... we're starting at 9, I guess. Going from 9 to 0, we go from 1 and go all the way up to 10. And that's the number that you will see 1 through 10. However, what will most likely happen, so just as a qualifier, is that you will see 8 as the highest. If they haven't changed anything from the test server, right, you'll probably see 8 as the highest with an asterisk that says bonus attack speed is in effect. That means that you're going over the soft cap and you're going towards the hard cap. So check exclamation mark attack speed, you know, to see all of the boosters, use your green pots, use your speed infusions. The same thing that you're doing now. It just is going to look different in the attack speed window. So you have that feedback. But we already know how attack speed works. It doesn't seem like it's going to be changing in any way. So it says here as well, can be exceeded, and it will say receive bonus attack speed message in the tooltip. So if you hover over the stat in the window. Inception's crazy movie. If you don't follow it, you are going to drop off from the train. Yeah, or off the bridge, right? Or down the corridor of the hotel. Or out of the elevator. You know, all of those things. Mages aren't affected by attack speed. Do we even need attack speed ability? Yeah, so some skills... The thing is that... Okay. They are affected by attack speed, but for mages, attack speed increases their cast speed, not their attack speed. But the base for some skills was taken as the attack speed of the weapon instead of their base cast speed of being a mage. But as far as I'm aware, almost all the weapons that mages use have the same base attack speed as mages' base cast speed. So I don't even know if this changes much for them at all, but they still use attack speed buffs because that gives them more cast speed. But I feel like they should just make mages have attack speed and to just make all the weapons have the same attack speed as they have now cast speed, so that they can just leave everyone to just have attack speed rather than give them cast speed based off attack speed stat that doesn't say that it does anything to cast speed for mages. That seems more confusing to me, but you know, if you follow that, it's super intuitive. Yeah, can't you? Of course you can understand, right, guys? So yeah, attack with the value base of attack speed of a current equipped weapon with effects such as from skills and consumable applied. However, magician jobs are not affected by the weapon's attack speed. Yeah, again, because of the cast speed. So yeah, just as a clarifier, attack speed values and calculations are not being changed. For anyone who read this and was like, well, what does that mean? It's like, staying the same. So now you might wonder, then why isn't there a stat for cast speed, and why don't mages get that? That's a great question. Ask the devs. All right. Moving on. Weapon attack and magic attack. It's pretty straightforward, but basically there'll be, just like with critical rate and critical damage and that kind of stuff, if you hover over it, you will see which sources give you attack. It'll be like skills and then equips, and equips will be like 95% of all your attack. It won't show like which item gives how much exactly. It's all going to be thrown into one pile. So it's going to be like you get 50 from this, 80 from this, and then you get 4,000 from that, and then you have 150% multiplier, so your total is like 7,000. That's what it's going to look like for weapon and magic attack. It'll give you somewhat of an idea. If you have, let's say you have 150% attack or something, I don't know how crazy it'll get off the top of my head. Let's say you have 100%, you know, easy. Then you know that if you add one weapon attack somewhere where there is multipliers, that you will actually gain 2 weapon attack, right? And that's that'll give you a little bit more insight. Of course, flame score calculators already have that inherently calced in already, so it's not like new information there. But you can see like, okay, if I gain 10, if I get 10 attack, and that gives me 20 attack, and I already have 8,000, then that's 1/400th. So that's 0.25% final damage, right? And you can say like, well, if I add 20 stat, and if I add 20 stat, that makes me gain like, I don't know, like 120 stat or something, and I have 60k stat, then that's 1/500th, so that's 0.2% final damage. That's how you can kind of like compare which upgrade would be better for you than which other one. if you're getting into endgame stuff. So that's how you can use the stat window a little bit more to see. I'm not sure yet if at this point I want to add attack, magic attack to progression, because it is an extra stat that you can use to give more context, but it is also already completely wrapped into Star Force and tier flame of weapon attack and getting to the right amount of stat. It's already implied in all the other things. And I don't know if I want to add the stat just because we have it, because it might overcomplicate the progression grid more just by adding more numbers, that I'm not sure if they actually add more value. So I'll have to think about that. You guys can give me feedback on that as well if you think that it's necessary, or it might just make it more confusing. Any kind of thoughts you guys want to share on that is nice. Okay, so attack power magic attack in stat window. Beautiful. Monster life improvements, don't care, but I'll slowly get over it. Slowly go over it because some people actually still play non-reboot. When someone else visits your farm and combines monsters, I'm sure. The data restriction on the number of people that can combine without using the essence per monster has been increased from 15 to 300. Alright, so Farmville sends your Farmville invites to your homies, get them all to your farm, and fuse more monsters. Sure. The animation speed is accelerated when combining monsters. So again, the animation is accelerated, but the speed isn't accelerated, because speed doesn't have speed, so speed can be sped up, right? So the animation is accelerated, or the speed is increased. Lifespan on the sustained duration on the potential upon combining monsters has been changed from 30 days to 60 days. Yes, we've been fighting for that for months. I honestly have no idea what any of this is. 20 to 40,000 Waru for grade double S. I'm sure this is some nice little quality of life for Monster Life. I don't know how important this is. Check out Misusing TV and maybe he'll tell you how important that is. I just don't know. Other QOL quests, nobody cares. Quest item, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. Item improvements. Growth potion could sometimes be used in situations where you shouldn't be able to use it. Sure. Reset potion. Various potions, including the ones above, have been added to Mew Mew and Nero's inventory, which include. Wait, Mew Mew and Nero's inventory. Unagi appearance reset coupon. Nothing crazy here. Shaved ice, yum. Just merged some more of the non-reboot servers. They're like already. They went down. They've gone down. Not they've went down. Gone down from like 14 to 5 already. No. To for GMS they went down to 4, I think. Right. There's just a Bera, Scania, and oh god, now you're testing my knowledge. Narnia? No. What's the other one? Fuck. Whatever the other one is, I don't remember. Elysium. Elysium is one of them. Elysium and I feel like they should have named it Narnia. Just like stick it to the man. Wasn't the reboot player a non-reboot? Oh, I should. Elysium is one. Terabithia. Tabitha. And the other world is called Steve, I'm pretty sure. A message saying that the character can equip an item is added when attempting to equip a tradable decoration item to a different gender out of a non-human type android. That's too specific a situation. After every different awkward day, player something okay. Option shielding ward. Okay. NPC improvements. The time that Edelstein's Wani spends by the walls of the mansion is extended. Thank God, dude. Man, I've been making so many tickets that Wani from Edelstein was just not spending enough time near the wall. I'm glad that they finally listened. You know. And now I understand why the Hayato boost node improvements took like 8 years. Because, you know, you gotta set your priorities, man. Aurora, true. Okay, Aurora. That sounds better. Yeah. I still think Steve would have been like a pretty good name too, but we'll take Aurora. Okay. What if they named one Aurora and the other one Borealis, dude? Steamed hams. Okay. Superintendent Chalmers. Skinner. All right. Improvements. Monster improvements. Improvements add one. Prevent getting hit by the remaining pattern when entering phase 2 in Damien boss fight. No, actually, I love standing on a altar to cleanse, and then just getting sideswiped by a ghost, like a fucking phantom effect of a skill that he started while he was, and then interrupted himself by going into transition, and then instead of losing all my stacks, I actually gain a stack going into phase 2. I actually love that. I don't know why they would take that away. Improvements have been made to shorten the action delay of Kaiser when in final form, setting up a crystal drop in Guardian Angel. Hey, you guys thought that Kaiser wasn't getting anything this patch? Here we go. Hidden OP. Kaiser now best in slot for slime carries. Improvements have been made to cancel the pattern by using a stun skill before the blade is created when Lucid, easy, normal, hard is casting. Oh yeah. So now, if Lucid is doing lasers or touch, you can just bind her out of it, right? You can just, if you bind her in the beginning of the animation, she just stops it. Now, if you bind and she started up sickles, she will also not send the sickles anymore. So you don't have to like bind, careful, sickles, and everyone has to like jump away and lose all the timing on the bind. That's going to be instant now, so that's pretty good. Increase the number of debuffs appearing above the enemy hit from 5 to 7. Again, baby steps. Of course, we all know that all of the debuffs shouldn't be here, but they should be up here where the HP bar is, and then right below, like on the top left, they should be just icons that start flickering if it's going to expire, so you know when to apply your own debuffs, and that's it. Not like giant fucking symbols that can only show up at numbers of 5 or 7 at the same time, and then when you have 14 debuffs, they're all like flashing, and then you have to wait 3 rotations of debuffs to see if yours was still on there. Not good, okay? But baby steps, we're moving in that direction. We fought hard, but we got bind up there on the top left, and we're going to get the other ones too. Trust, all right? It's only a matter of years. Fixing issue where the character could leave the screen in Hotel Arcus second floor map. I mean, for map improvements, it's not on here, but I want 2 things. I want 2 things for maps, okay? And I'm going to mention these every single time this stuff comes up. 1, if you're in a map with monsters, I want to be able to see every single person that's on that map for the whole size of the map. If the representation of the minimap on the top left can show the entire map, then you can show all the people that are in the entire map. I don't want to be on a map, use like 6 skills, kill half the map, and then suddenly see someone pop out of the corner of the map like they just phased into existence who was in the map all along. Because this is how you get people saying that they were already here and you were like, I didn't see anyone. You're technically both correct, but that's because the way that the map systems work is that there's just a max range of how far it detects people, which is totally acceptable and normal in town maps where there are hundreds of people and you don't want to have preloaded everyone in. I get that 100%. But for monster maps where people are training, you have to be able to see the entire map. It does not make any sense that you can see the portal on the other side of the map in the minimap, but you cannot see the person that's standing on top of the portal. That is just super stupid. Okay, the second thing is I want a possible toggle on the map just like we have in Monster Park, so you can see where all the monsters are and where they're moving, so I can see if I'm killing monsters that are off my physical screen, but I can tell by the minimap where the monsters are, where I need to go to finish them, and whether I am actually killing on a full rotation. I think that would be amazing, especially because since we moved away from totems, we moved to bigger maps, and we have more effects now than ever, and summons that are just off your screen that you kind of have to trust that they're doing what they should be doing. But I would think it would be really cool to potentially have the visual feedback in the window that you can turn on where the monsters are. I don't know. Do you agree or disagree? Do you think it's too stupid or whatever? Let me know on that. But I think those are 2 things that would be amazing map improvements if Korea would implement those. And I'll catch my breath because I'm going at 300 miles an hour. Okay. Increase the rope length on the right in the Minar Forest with... Oh, thank God, dude. Yes, rope length in fucking... What area is this? In Leifer. That's what we needed. Whew. Hell yeah. Reduce the wait time from 20 seconds to 10 seconds for flag. Hey, honestly, I'm with this, okay? 20 seconds is just long enough to get distracted, do something else, and look back on your screen and notice that you've like wasted the first 3 seconds and you have to go again. I don't even know why it's 10 seconds. Just make it 3 seconds, bro. Just go in and or spawn us on top of the portal that we need to go through and give us 3 seconds. Don't give us 20, don't give us 10, don't give us 5. Just don't put us in a random spot. Put us on the portal and give us 3 seconds. Boom. Let's go. I'm here to do flag race. I'm not here to jerk off for 10 seconds and then do flag race, okay? Your ADHD is fuck. I mean, everyone in this game is on a spectrum, so just cater to your audience. The field's sacred power can now be set up to 330 in Fog Forest Training Grounds. Oh, wait, just sacred power had a limit on... Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay. UI improvements. Change Dealey Bobber Forest 1 to Dealey Bobber Forest 1. Forest 2, sorry, and the Maple Guide's recommended hunting zone. Improvements have been made to the client delay issue that occurred when selecting the smithing tab in Profession UI. No way. Do you think they did it, chat? Do you think this is it? Do you think this is the end of smithing tab lag? Smithing tab lag ended? Question marks? Dude, I'll have to... Ripley's Believe It or Not. I'll have to see it before I believe that, man. I would have to see that. That would be nice, though, because every single time that lag happens, I'm like, this might just close my client. I hope not, but it might just... This might be it. I'm typing like press F in my chat and using the tab key to see if I can get that emote to go, but not every, Make it 0 and have the timer start when you go through the Make it 0 and have the timer start. Dude, you are saucy proxy. You're operating on a different level for flag race, bro. Make it 0 and have the timer start when you go through the portal. That is way too good. Thanks for letting me know that might have been a possibility, but that was never going to happen. Because, god damn, that would be sexy. Imagine you could just start whenever, and then it just starts the timer when you go through. Holy shit, that's some revolutionary shit right there. Okay, Sunny Sunday logo in the server selection screen, login, changed it, wow. Cheers, alright, item. Oh, do they have the thing here where if you have a title equipped, expanded the max number of characters that can be rated to 55. Yes, because we need to make our Kali. 3 character slot for Kali. Making sure there's nothing here. Remember, Legion bonus, grid bonus display sorted by Oh, it made the Legion member bonus and grid bonus to display sorted by each effect. That's kind of nice. But still, I wonder if this is going to be perfect, because even the same effect sometimes is named differently. So you'll have like critical damage plus 5%, and it will be improved damage to critical by plus 5 or something. Like it won't be mentioned uniformly. Sometimes it'll be strength plus 60, and sometimes it'll just be strength 60. So I wonder if they're still going to be clustered, or if those were still going to show up as different categories. But we'll see. It will be nice if they're more clustered together, though, because now they're just all jumbled up, kind of like how the Link skills were. And now that, it's not the best, but now that they're alphabetical, at least if you know the name of the skill, you'll know where to look for it roughly. The invisible login setting will now last until you close the game client. Invisible login will never go. Okay. Well, invisible login just means that you're hacking, just for everyone. If you are not actively being stalked by someone, and or need to like conceal you being logged in for that very reason, if you're logging in on invisible, it just means that you're botting or hacking. Just know that that's going to be like the default assumption. And if you are in a guild and you want to do that, make sure you talk to management and say that you have like a special, situation for doing that, and then they can back you up and say fuck you to everyone else. Otherwise, that's what's going to look like. Selecting the gender on the character creation screen will now clearly differentiate the select and click states. Just remove gender on character selection, bro. we're fucking anime chibi characters that all look like anything and nothing and whatever. It just makes no sense to even have gender selected on these characters. They're just arbitrary annex clothes restrictions, arbitrary getting married for Amoria PQ restrictions. Just get rid of all of that stupid shit. Has nothing to do with woke. Has nothing to do with fucking LGBT stuff. It's just not practical. It's not functional. Just get rid of it. It's stupid. The logout pop-up will now display a separate storage room icon on items in the storage room that are going to expire. Oh. Okay, that is quite good, because sometimes I see, oh, it's expiring, and I check my inventory, and it's like, I don't see it. And it's like, oh, it's probably in my storage, yeah. Patron guys have improved to maintain the most recently selected list on each tab. Where's the thing with the title? Because I saw in the test server this change. Oh, it's here. Yeah, okay. I see. I knew I was reading over it. But if you have a certain effect, title, chair, or pet currently in use, it'll show an icon, an in-use icon over it. So this way you never have to double check with your tick button in the equip window whether you have a title on or not, or whether you have the right title on. It'll have an emblem on the item in your inventory, so you can immediately see which one is in effect. So that's a nice little quality of life thing. Inventory shows which title is in use. Okay. Oh wait, this is not where we were at all. Oh boy, where were we? There were we. Okay, but that's something later that's coming. Item. Monster Life, yes. Potions, yeah. Best improved, yeah. Achievement improvements. Added the following achievements. And that's a lot actually. Fee Matrix, Extraction for Fusion. Node doesn't disappoint. Can't stop crafting. Broken into pieces. Even if I die 9 times, I'll have no regrets. That's a cat thing, huh? I knew this might happen, so I equipped a Dreamy Belt. Okay. Fame, alright. Then, option changes. Added a detailed setting feature for graphics quality for graphics. Yes, you'll have 5 levels of background detail. And you'll also be able to make your own custom setting with all of the different graphic options on what you want your game to look like. You want high quality for this, low textures for that, high shading for this, low contrast for that. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want the game to look like. I, for one, can't wait what Sacrix's stream is going to look like after this, because I know he's got some unique taste. So with his own special settings of this layered on to his stretched out whatever he's got going on thing there, it's going to look magnificent. I can't wait to see those first streams. Click the cog button to load. Yep, we understand how options work. Laboratory tab. Yeah, so now you'll have a character outline function. So on top of the boss outline function and even low skill visibility, they were aware that still for some situations, a lot of situations for a lot of characters, you still have very limited visibility of what's going on. So now you're also going to have your own character outline, either in green or in orange with varying levels of thickness. What they could also do is just allow you to decide how you want to layer. Do you want to put your character in the front, then the boss behind that, and then the effects after that, so you can actually have visibility? Why do that when you can just have a weird squiggly line in an arbitrary color that kind of like resonates in a different hue, and then say that, well, now you have extra visibility, good luck with it. And also it's orange or green, and we also already heard from some people that I saw as well during the stream that it is a little weird in terms of visibility for some people, that they would prefer like yellow and blue. So I don't know if later on they're just going to add more colors in Korea, just for people, with their levels of color blindness and all that, to make sure that they can actually have it as an added visibility and not just another thing that is cool for most people and then they just kind of get left behind. Because I think it's probably disproportionately people with like color blindness that will need more of these kind of things to see more on the screen. And if it doesn't work for them, then it's kind of just missing the mark, right? It's still in beta. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Is not usable in Tower of Oz or story bosses. It can help improve visibility in boss battles. Well, no shit, that's the whole point. You cannot use it in non-boss battles, if I remember correctly. Like, it won't show, only when you enter a boss fight. Then, oh my god, we are here. The actual events. Would you look at that? June 14th until August 29th. That is the official date for the current events to end. So August 29th. Oh my god, it's like I knew. That is crazy. I already prepared up until there with the next update, August 30th. Boss carry changes, question mark? Wow. Okay, Wonky the Fairy Wongstrand is going to be massive. Might even need... So I'm going to do it like this. Wonky the... Wonkly? The Fairy Wongstrand. I believe that's the name, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me click. Boom. Refresh. Nope, doesn't work like that. Can we go to top? Back to top. Boom, boom, boom. Click. Bam, bam. Control C. Bam, bam. Insert link. Bam. Wala-di-da. That's our start right there. So, one for his friends will open up the restaurant of their dreams. Oh yeah. We have a main menu and a special menu that changes every week over 10 weeks and earn various gifts. By over 10 weeks, they mean 11 weeks, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll see. You can experience the Monster Ranch for the first time. You're going to have a... Remember, every single character, you have to go into the Start tab, click the thing, blah, 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 blah. The first time the storyline will be the whole thing. You probably can kind of like skip it, but you'll still have to kind of sit through the windows on every follow-up character. Every single character you want to get the daily coins on. You want to get any kind of event participation on. You want to get the event buff that's shared, just like with the Maple Moment tree. Every character you want to get that on, you're going to have to, go through the Start tab and start the first thing. As always, just click on all the NPCs, click on all the light bulbs, and after your first character, you'll be ready. You don't need any help for this. Main menu. Wongstrand main menu. Bam. 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 Why is this one so thick and this one so narrow? Oh, because it's challenge token shop. Main menu. Can we it's like bam bam. Can I do that looks a bit cleaner. There we go. Thick? Not so thick. Okay. This is the B level 101 and above, and kill monsters near your level. Oh, daily missions. Right. Up to 300 Wongstrand coins daily per character. So daily per character, that means quest in bold, give points, which means it counts for daily character cap. So this is going to be in a bold. There we go. Daily missions reset every day at reset. No shot. You can get the Wongstrand boss coins upon completion of weekly missions. Blah, blah, blah. 400 Wongstrand boss coins a week per character after completing weekly missions. That's all in the same UI. That's interesting. Weekly missions reset every Thursday at reset. So Wednesday to Thursday reset. Same way, same time that the bosses themselves reset. Of course, as usual, for the very first week, the reset will be 8 days and not 7 days. so that people who do bosses like right after the reset on Wednesday can get like an extra week worth of coins in that event shop. There's always like that little failsafe because some people who, if in case the maintenance goes long or not everyone can log in right before the maintenance because they're just not home at that time, they won't miss out on an entire week of coins. So you don't have to worry about those shenanigans. So it's like daily mission cap 300 coins. Weekly bosses cap 400 coins. Very similar to... Okay, I used the Control B because I don't want it to be... Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that's Korean. Oh, Noah, thank you for the follow. And Metor Gyosun Son Gi... How do you say that? Oh, Gyung. 감사합니다. Dude, I love the Korean laughing, dude. It's like a One Piece character. Let's see. Yeah, at least those are H's. Those are ha ha ha. Love it. You get 1 Wongstron coins upon completing the season mission. Ooh la la. Season mission is done per world. The Wongstron... Oh, wow. So I won't be able to highlight properly which one is which because they're all merged into one. Lovely. Season mission resets on July 18th at 12 p.m. UTC. Oh, yeah. Season July 18th. Okay. Let me look at the... July... Yes. Oh, yeah. July 19th is Save Your Part 2. There we go. You get a coupon stamp once you reach a daily Wongstron coin limit. You can get only 1 coin stamp per day per account. Yup. 1 stamp day per account after daily cap. That's already normal. You get rewards, EXP, tasty points every time you get a certain number of coupon stamps. Rewards, EXP. Oh yeah, so this is where you buy extra with the 3,000 for the Maple points, and you can buy the pass for 40,000 Maple points. 40,000 Maple points for 2x pass. So this one should be giving you an if you use this one, you get an extra growth potion selector coupon, an extra symbol selector coupon, an extra 3 nodes, and 2 extra magnificent potions, I believe, because there's one here after 28 and one after 56. An extra unique potential scroll, an extra damage skin selection box that I believe does not have any unit damage skins in it, but we'll double check. And then an extra 1 of 3 event ring selector coupon. And of course, all of you guys selected all of your Maple Momentary coupons right before the maintenance, right before the reset yesterday. So you have a bunch of those coupons left. So use that information, all the information in the things that you see here on where are you going to get all those items and where are you going to use all of them. 40k MP is steep. A lot of people will be wondering, is it worth it? I mean, $40 at this point is not even is like half of a AAA game at this point. If you spend like half your life on this game, and you get extra 2 levels out of it, for some people it's going to be no brain worth it. For other people, are going to be like, it's a bit too much. $40 is not nothing. It was 20k at some point somewhere, but they did start improving the rewards on it. Not so much that it should be doubled, in my opinion. If you are really desperate, you can get it for 20,000. There is an extra 20,000, I believe, if you finish a character in the Burning World. So if you want to, let me see, Control F, 20,000. No, Maple. At least in KMS there was. Oh, maybe they've removed that for GMS. Well, we'll scratch everything that I said there. Yeah, the first time it was 20k, but you got 20k for finishing your Terra burn. It was back then, I believe, or maybe it was the first hyper burn. Yeah, so you got that one kind of for free, and then it went to being full 20k, and then to 40k. It escalated quickly. Did they remove the 20k? Yeah, I don't find it here, so I guess they did not add that. But yeah, so those are the items. You know, those are pretty standard items that we know. This is 40 selector coupons. Notice also how in the beginning the selectors were 4-1, and they've just switched them to 5-1 somewhere, and then just kept that as a new standard. So the amount of arcane symbols is still the same, but the amount of sacred symbols has actually gone down. But you know, dailies are going up now as well, so I guess it compensates. Yeah, so those are the big rewards. Those are the big UI. Again, we can kind of look at what that looks like in the notes here. Let's see if we can get, oh yeah, Starforce changes, Monster Park changes, stat inventory changes with the attack, and the magic attack, and the attack speed. That's the Monster Life changes with Coppersun. Hey YouTube, Coppersun here, and this is the Monster Park changes. These are the changes for the graphics settings that you can put in the game when you want to, and these are the changes with the outline in green or orange. And blah, 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 blah. This is the monster kills going into Ursus. What that's going to look like. Secondaries for changes. Where are the other changes? Blackpink. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Burning, burning, burning. Step up, step up, step up. Mini game. Where is all this stuff? Oh, Wongstrand. Here we go. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like. You got like tabs for your dailies, for your weeklies, for your specials, for your all of that stuff. So check out these tabs here. They're hidden a little bit. I didn't find it very flashy and like in my face. But here you can see how many EXP coupons you've got, how many of the different type of coins you got, whether you hit your daily cap or not. So you have to go to the different tab, see all the dailies, collect all the dailies there to get the points. They don't just drop from the monsters that you're killing. Of course, you have the question mark as well for all of the information that you can get there, all of the questions you might have. And here you can see the days. When you hover over a day, it's going to say how much it gives you if it's a special, exceptional reward. So you can just hover over them to see. And here you can see the weekly rewards for getting the 7. And then this is the ticket that you buy for 40k, so you can double up on the rewards. Essentially. Wait, did it have that damage skin thing? Oh yeah, here, 42 stamps. Yeah, so that one seems to be copied exactly to a T. Because I believe we have the same event duration as Korea, so they didn't have to redo anything. So then we also have EXP points. You will see 300 EXP points on days 1 through 6 and 500 EXP points on day 7 of each week. Like I said, if you hover over the day here, you can see that these give more than this. It's very similar to a previous event where there was like twice a week a little bit of a bonus. That's 56 missions or 56 days. It's 56 days, and every day will be multiple missions. But there are 11 weeks in total of the event, so you only have to cap for 8 weeks out of the 11. So that's like 21 days you don't have to cap. I noticed none of the hunting map changes were in the GMS patch notes. They mentioned Finishing Journey, Choo Choo, and Lacheline, and then added maps of Limina. We already went over those. Were there more? Because I was expecting maybe more map changes now that you mention it. It's a long event. Yeah, the summer and the winter events have been made pretty long. Yeah, it's almost 3 months. Basically like two and a half months, yeah. I mean, they know that people come back for summer and winter, and that's when most people play. So if they just make summer and winter longer, people play for longer, you know? I mean, they're not crazy. It must be working as well, otherwise they wouldn't do it, right? Right, and these EXP coupons you can use on any character, and they basically scale to the level of the character on how much EXP it gives them. So you can kind of choose where it goes. It doesn't scale crazy well for high level characters, of course. You generally want to use it on relatively lower level characters, but even then, you know, you have the liberty to use it on whatever you want to use it on. What a bop. Only level 200 plus characters or 0 characters that complete the story quest Act 2 can exchange for EXP. Oh, so it has to be 200 plus. But yeah, I mean, lower level characters there. Getting characters from 200 to 210 for level 3 link skill would be very easy with this free EXP. You don't need bonk potions. There won't be any bonking, I think, or very little bonking going on this event, but you guys should be all bonked out with a dolphin, right? You guys probably are just bonk crazy at this point. Then we have tasty points. Tasty points can be used to enhance the tasty skill. So that's the... Those are the rewards. These ones right here, right? So that's just the skill points, just the same like in the Maple Momentary UI on the right, where you had like all the little skills with the what is this, balloons? I already don't remember. Its event is gone out of my brain. What was the EXP change event? XP change event. Just the general EXP required to level up between level 220 and 260 has been reduced quite a bit. Mostly between 220 and 235, and then slightly between 235 and 259. See if it looks great for EXP rewards. No. Yeah, it looks fine, especially if you've used the previous event to get your EXP up, and then now you can continue and moving it even forward. Hi, future me, and hello, YouTube. What's up, Nate? So tasty points, and yeah, high skill levels again here, prohibitively expensive, so probably good to make a bunch of level 3s and then a few level 4s and then maybe 1 or 2 level 5s. 25,300 EXP tickets over the course of the event. 4,558, 4,558, 200 to 210. I don't know if that was set or not. 4,558, 200 to 210? What does that mean? You get 4,500 characters from 200 to 210? Oh, you need 4,500 to get from 200 to 210. Okay, gotcha. So you could get 5 characters. If you get all the tickets, you get 5 characters from 200 to 210 just from that. That's quite nice. JC Skill Stats, thank you for the follow. Oh shit, not a Korean name. Puja _0. Comes now. JC Skill stacking to regular numbers: 35, 35, 35, 25, 25, 12.5, 50, 50, 25, 2.5k. Of course, very important to not let the HP and MP go too high or be a percentage, God forbid. 2,500 is more than enough and is definitely about on the same level as 35% boss damage in terms of buffs for points invested into it. I don't know what they're thinking there. PewDiePie? Oh, it's not a D, it's a J. Puja. Is that how they say it over there? Pewds? TC can be used until August 29th. Yep. 1 stamp, 10 points. 4 stamp, 20 points. 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. It's just alternating 10 and 20, and then at the end it's 30, 40. Okay. Tasty skill note during the level version 241 momentary. Duration of the skill buff was announced as until June 18th. Yeah, tasty skill is applied from June 14th, and because of this, the written LE buff cannot be applied after the version 242 patch. Is every written LE buff be included in the tasty skill in addition to the tasty skill stats until the maintenance on Thursday, June 22nd? Oh, so they're extended 4 more days. Okay. We'll take that. to maintenance of June 22nd. Okay. Okay, nice. You must participate in one Storm event and acquire a tasty skill to receive the benefits from the Written Alley buff. Yeah, so the buff on the top right is probably going to be gone, that red maple leaf, but the new skill is going to copy the stats over that you had. Okay. I read that as, Taha, we fucked up the dates, so here are the stats for longer. Yeah, something like that. I think they probably were like, we're going to do it roughly around this date, and then they looked at when they were going to do the maintenance and when the Windows updates came out, and they were like, oh, we're going to have to move that a little bit. And I'm sure nobody would mind that they can use the effects for longer rather than for shorter, so. Okay, daily missions. Here are all the daily missions, and they're here as well. Oh, maybe they're above. Oh, yeah, here. So these are the monthly missions. So it's basically just do a bunch of weekly missions, do a bunch of daily missions, and then just kill a lot of monsters near your level. Those are all the seasons missions. So nothing mysterious there. The daily missions though, and the weekly missions, that's the one where you have to look at the details. So the weekly missions is just kill any weekly boss. So that's also pretty straightforward. For the daily missions, there are monsters near your level, elites, runes, portals, boss, Inferno Wolf, defeat daily bosses, and then do dailies, essentially. Like do symbol dailies. So no mystery there. But you see, you can only get 300 a day. If you kill 3 monsters near your character's level in one day, that's already 250. So, and if in that time you kill 3 elites, then you're already done. So if you actually just train, you don't have to do any portals. You don't even have to use the runes, which you probably want to do. You don't have to do any simple dailies, but if you just do your simple dailies as like a high level character, you're already getting 120. And while doing that, you're already killing at least 2,000 monsters and 150, so that's already 270. So yeah, you know, if you do like one daily on a mule, so capping is very easy per character, but remember this is per character, so you can do this on possibly every character in your account. The weeklies is per account. You can't double dip into those. You can't just do CRA on 40 characters and max out. That's not how the scaling of the shop is meant to go. And then for I think this will be one of the first times that it's easy to get these done. And these bonus coins are pretty big. 100, 150, 200. It goes all the way up to 400. It's a lot of coins. And I think 100 coins for monthly missions are not included in your daily limit, of course. And the season missions will reset on January 19th for them. And their event started on December 22nd. Yeah, so do we have this 3 months or twice? We might have this 3 times, which if we do that, 120,000 aware. 120,000 seems like a crazy amount. But if you train for an hour, most people will kill somewhere between like 11,000 and 16,000 monsters. So this is like 10 hours of training in a month. So if you train 1 hour every 3 days, a lot of people can get this. You did 160k grinding from 207 to 230. Yeah, this seems way more than it actually is. It's not to say that it's nothing, but if you're actively playing the game, you will get this much faster than you actually think. It seems crazy. So yeah, so here's the same information, way less compact and way more complicated. All right, Wongstrand coin shop. Oh boy. Oh boy, did I already mess up? Oh no, wait. You guys. What? Oh, there we go. That's pretty. Move. There we go. Here we go. Shops, because I believe we have 3 shops together, right? Coin shop, weekly shop. Yeah, boss coin shop. Coin shop, boss coin shop, and mezzo shop, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, coin shop. Bajam. What did they call it? Wongstrand coin shop. Wongstrand coin shop. Shop. Shop shop. Insert link shabam. Okay, no need to be bold. You can just be beautiful. Got him. Boom. Boss coin shop. See which one has. Yeah, okay. Boss shop up, that fits. It doesn't, of course. We'll make that one a little bit wider. A little bit wider. There we go. And then thank you for the follow. Which Android do we get from the Very Hard This event? Any Android that has. That is the same. Hang on. That is the same rank or lower rank than the level of the heart, is what you want. And that will work. So if you already have one, typically the Magnificent Wandroids that you can craft, if you get the recipe, those all work fine. Sorry, now I forgot what the name was. Mezzo Shop, right? Restaurant Mezzo Shop. Why does that S linger? Insert. Bam. 983 NW. Thank you for the follow, man. Alright. Oh, yeah. So all of this stuff is Augie. Well, this stuff is Augie 29. Thank you. Shubby. Shubby. Yeah, something like that. Got you. Bam, bam. Yellow, blello, and this one probably goes one down a little bit deeper. I'm going deeper underground. There's too much panic in this town. I'm going deeper underground. Okay, that doesn't really help. And then these shops are most likely staying up until September 3rd. Doodle-doo. Shops close at September 3rd, 11:59 p.m. Okay, and then this will have to be Why did you just close that when I was using that functionality? You weirdo. And letters. Blank. There we go. Probably want this on the same line as the other one. There we go. Cool beans. Alright, the shops. I think there will be no major surprises here. The best thing I remember is that we have sacred symbols, 200 to 150 coins each, I believe. Dr. J's, please note if you select the numbers, the 3 enhancement scrolls will be provided together. That's for non-reboot people. Monster Life, non-reboot stuff. If you have an empty scroll bag in your inventory, it will be distributed to your scroll bag when you purchase scrolls such as, scrolls such as Karma Powerful, Eternal Black, and Rebirth Flame. You know, these very well-known scrolls. If you use the Wongstrand damage skin unit without saving the current damage skin can no longer be used. I don't know why you're telling us that. Just make that work like a normal function in the game would work, and if you are trying to write over it, it should say, you're trying to overwrite an unsaved damage skin. Would you like to save it now? And allow us to click OK and then save it automatically for us. Don't say like, you're going to be able to potentially fuck this up. Fix the system so it's not fuck-upable. You know, but maybe in a year or 4 that'll be fixed. Event ring exclusive Meister Cube can only be used in the event ring. Oh, damn, we got him. Vera, you got. I know the I and the O are next to each other, but you got, bro. Of course, this should be on. Damn, roasted. Please use it after purchasing of the card. Yep. Each arcane symbol coupon can only be purchased if the relevant region's story quest has been completed, obviously. And Sacred Symbol selected coupon can only be purchased if the relevant regions also the same. Character slot expansion coupon can be purchased if you're already maxed. Example, if the current number of character slots is 48, the maximum character slot is 1, but multiple character slots can be purchased. Yes! Y'all fast appers can get the right guy to reply. Yeah, I'm barely reading chat at this point. I'm just trying to get through all these patch notes. We're already 3 hours in and not even halfway in this stuff. But there's, of course, a lot of stuff here that we can kind of skip through very quickly. The item in the shop, there's nothing crazy here. Of course, if you're in Reboot, a lot of these items, I believe the shops are here as well. Yeah, it's a little bit like more all on one page than here. But, you know, golden hammers. Basically from the enhanced tab in the regular shop, we've got some scrolls, we've got some flames, so flames are probably going to be high priority here. We've got droplets, but you know, we can only buy up to 20, and we can buy them from Mezzo anyway, so that's like a leftover coin kind of situation. And then we've got the enhancement scroll. This is all like non-reboot stuff. And then the 17-star scroll, especially now with the changes to star forcing, this scroll is worth, you know, this is even less worth it ever. 7,000 for something that you can now just, you know, tap with some money. You'd have to have a lot of coins on a lot of characters for that to be worth to buy. And there's a limit of just one within world in a whole event. So, you know, that doesn't scale terribly well. The XP tickets will be usable on the Hyperburning or Terra Kali. Can you use the coupons on a Terra Burn? I think you could, but remember, you'd very, very rarely want to use any kind of bonus EXP on a burning. The purpose of the burning is that you can get a lot of EXP very easily on it without needing the bonuses. The reason that the bonuses are good is because now you can have other characters that are not burning, and you can give them even more EXP without having to work on those characters. Very rarely do you actually want to combine these things, because you're already getting the EXP for free on that character, so you're kind of wasting. Like, a lot of people want to use growth potions on burnings at the same thing, but you have more than enough time to finish the burning without the potions. So you'd rather use the potions on a character that is not burning to make sure that it that one also goes faster, right? Like it's like a little bit of a twist in the logic there. For a lot of people, they want to do that, but yeah, you'd want to do the opposite, or you should be doing the opposite. Growth, same thing as now. Coupons, bloom, very, very similar. It's almost a copy paste of the current shop, you know, down to the 4 billion Mezzo Fairy Heart, which I hope you guys all bought in the previous shop. Very, very good item. Vitalizer character slot, recipe bags, of course, not that good for reboot. 40 slot soul bag, that's kind of nice, but you know, you can buy this all with Mezzo as well. Nodes went up to 50 within the event, you know, not insane, but at least it's more than 20 or 30, so, you know, small victory there. Experience nodes up to 5 from 3, so there's slightly more more nodes in event shop. 50/5. And we have the regular old circulators, you know, chaos circulators if you want a gamba, and black circulators if you are trying to perfect your inner ability, but these of course are 1,500 each, so that's something specific you want to chase. Legendary circulator makes your inner ability go to legendary immediately, but costs you 4,000 at this point. You know, I think it's more of a non-reboot thing as well, where they have to pay for circulators with real money. For reboot, you can just use circulators for Mezzo, and that's all fine. Symbols, 20, 20, 40, 40, 60, 60, like normal, but like I said, the sacred symbols, instead of 200 each, are 150 each. So you will be able to cap out on sacred symbols, especially if you're doing it on multiple characters, quite a bit faster. Instead of needing 2,000 coins, you only need 1,500 coins to buy. Sorry, instead of 20,000, you only need 15,000 to buy them out. So that's 5,000 extra coins per character that you'll have left over extra. So an extra 10k you can spend on other items, probably flames. No, so it's pretty cool. Decorations, we have a big-ass chair. Imagine being in this cool restaurant and then just looking this depressed. Cheer up. Just be happier. And everyone would be cured of their depression instantly. Man, I should be a therapist. Cereroid coupon. Well, for the person who was asking what Wandroid did we get for our current Fairy Heart, this would be an option. 1,500 coins, limited of 1 per character. You could buy this one. Look at it. Isn't it cute? Amazing. Longsworn damage skin unit. 1 per character, so every single character will be able to buy this unit damage skin. They didn't change it from the test server. It shows 1 bill and then 2,345 mil, which of course to the mathematically gifted among us you will think, why are there 4 numbers for the millions? Wouldn't that be an extra billion? And you'd be correct. And the reason is because in Korea, they use 4-digit spacing, which has been copied over, but the units for the Western system have been copied over. So that's why this looks a little weird. I did send it as feedback to the team, but I don't know if this is ever going to see a change. Well, it might just look this weird forever. Then we have a set. If you want to jump around and get a bunch of food floating around you and have a broccoli head, then, you know, we've got you covered with this one. Hot steamed bun chair if you want a hot ass in these hot winter months. Permanent airplane travel coupon, because how else would you travel in an airplane other than sitting on the wing and having your feet getting dragged into the engine while the landing gear is still out and you're in the air? Just nothing wrong with this picture. It seems totally normal. Damaged skin extraction coupon, 40 slot soul bag, chair bag, sorry, and damaged skin slot expansion coupon for people who want it. Then the boss coin shop, again, very, very similar. Kill the same bosses. There's a little bit of a distinction here, you know, like you can do the different level to difficulties of the boss. You just have to do them on different characters within a week, right? If you want to get the coins for both easy sickness and normal sickness on the same week, you just have to kill them with different characters, and both of them will count for these. There's something you need to min-max on if you're not into the late game yet. But once you can start killing, I believe, Tenebris stuff, then you can just max out pretty easily. But if you're not up to that point of the game yet, you might have to min-max a little bit with the different difficulty levels of the boss. So, and you have to kill the core, not the actual boss. So the cores at the end of the boss fight are the ones that... so if you, like, kill the boss, then DC, you shit out of luck for that week. You know, just to add a little bit of RNG to your weekly bossing on top of it, you know? Cool. So the shop has... that's non-reboot. So we've got 15 droplets of each that cost 50. Yeah, 30 powerful flames for 5, 30 eternal flames for 15, 50 black flames for 25. It's all pretty standard boss shop, and then black circulators up to 5. So exactly the same shop as now. Nothing crazy there, nothing new. And then the Meso shop, I believe, has got all the same stuff again as well. Remember, the devs did say that they will be looking more closely at Meso shops. So for the past anniversary event and for this one as well, and adjust prices accordingly if they say that certain items are not being bought, are not being used. They want the prices to reflect them being useful to people, but also not it being overpowering that people can just get, or overpowered that people can just get way too much stuff way too easily, right? So depending on how many people buy stuff, they might adjust prices afterwards. This is non-reboot. Non-reboot. Reboot will only. Eternal Flames for 500 mil. We're definitely going to be buying those. Oh yeah, and then black flames for reboot, 750 mil each. Obviously, all you have to do is one character's all of the weekly bosses, slime, and everything below, and you can already buy 2 black rebirth flames. PogChamp. Mystical cubes still at 1 mil. I don't know why they increased them from 500k to 1 mil. I don't even know if anyone bought them at 500k. Definitely no one is going to buy them at 1 mil. And now, instead of being unlimited, there's even a limit of 100 a world. I just, yeah, I don't get this change. 750 mil, yeah, it's... I mean, I'm sure mathematically, at a certain point, you can almost make an argument that it's... Nah. No, okay, our powerfuls in Reboot are 9 million. An Eternal is worth about 3 powerful. So that should be about 30 million. And then a Black Flame is worth about 5 powerful, so that should be like around 50 million. That's like mathematically where the price should be. If you disagree with that, or because of like a limited quantity and whatever, then either the powerfuls in the game should be way more expensive, but I don't want to give them any idea, or these should be like significantly cheaper. Like if you make them 100 mil and 150 mil, I think people will start buying them at that point, but then they're still like triple the value compared to a powerful, but because they have tier 7 outliers, you could make an argument for them, but that would be 1/5 of the price. It's not even close. you're way better off. Like this, you could buy 55 powerful flames or 1 eternal flame. You never want to buy 1 eternal flame over 55 powerful because you're re-rolling your flame. A black flame, you can make some kind of argument on that it has to be disproportionately more expensive because you get to keep your prior flame if you want to. But there's just never a reason to buy 55 powerful flames worth of 1 eternal flame when it's roughly a 3-to-1 in value. You're spending 18 times the amount you should be. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah. But yeah, same shop, same items. Again, if you're in Reboot, you don't see half the items in this shop. 4 million, 4 million, I wish. 4 billion mesos for the Fairy Heart. And then some more scrolls. Android ear sensor clip for 1.2 bill. I don't even know. Your Android is transparent all the time. I don't even know why, but sure. Tell Calamari that he bought all of the Karma Black Flames in Momentary and is going to do it during Savior for his Genesis weapon. He's the reason the price won't go down. Yeah, it's just one person. One person buys enough to get everyone to I mean, if you're min-maxing your Jenny weapon, that's like the only reason I can possibly think of. But even then, that still doesn't mean it's worth it. It just means that someone is desperate enough to do it. Doesn't mean that that's worth it, right? That was a good YouTube short. Wait, which one was it? Was Ferrari still 4 bill? Yeah, it's actually kind of cheap. I mean, it's probably worth like 8 to 10. Flame Rant? Gotcha. Okay, now we're at Wongstren Greeting Week. June 14th to June 20th. I don't know if I want to block these in different things. Do you think maybe it's going to last 12 hours or be shorter? It'd probably be a little bit longer if I had to guess. My guess would be somewhere like 9 to 9.5 hours. If like an hour to an hour and a half extra was my original guess. I thought it was going to be 9 hours for the original maintenance, but it's only 8, so I adjusted from 11.5 to 12 to 10 to 10 to 10.5. Is it that good? Yeah, it is that good. It's just the alternatives are shit. The alternative is a lithium heart, which you're most likely going to get to like 3 to 5 to maybe 6% stat. And then a heart has the lowest amount of junk lines and very easily can get you 21 to 27% stat. Very, very cheaply. So if you're looking at like $1.5 billion in cubes, 4 bill in item, 5.5 bill for that much stat, there is of course a cutoff point, right? Like there's a break-even point where below that you can just work on your potential. But the thing is, you don't really want to be working on your potential if your equips too much. You want to be saving for Star Force. So while you're saving for Star Force, you want to spend money on items that don't need to be Star Force, like the heart, and get the easy potential gains there. And then once that's done and the Star Forcing is done, then you circle back to cubing on those items that are done on the Star Forcing now. So it's Greeting Week, Together Week, Minigame Week, Cheer Up Week, Bubble Week. But all of these weeks are going to be 2 weeks, right? Oh no, is there 1 week? Those are all alternating. Minigame Week is 1 week until July 4th. Till July 11th. I think it'll make more sense to have that be like one... Because I don't want to like make it separate column for all of these fucks. So I'll just do this, this, this. And then people just can scroll down from there. Oh, no. I already know what I'll do. I already know. You already know. You already know. Oh, no. It's not double. Why do I keep thinking it's double? I keep thinking it's double for some reason. But it has to be... Well, whatever. Greeting week. That is not the right color for this one. Da, da, da. Thank you, yeah. Da, 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 da. Together week. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Minigame week. What the fuck that was? I didn't select anything there, but okay. Cheer up week. Bubble week. Is that Angelic Buster re-release? Oh, sneeze coming. Yes, sir. Wong's 2 runt. Hang on. Beautiful. Maybe like this? Okay. Right, let's read these. So first week we'll have Greeting Week. We've been online for 90 minutes. You can receive a reward every day. You have a chance to make up day 4 when logging in on the weekend for players who missed out. Okay. You can claim the reward for the daily for next day when you receive the daily reward on June 18th. Sure. Alright, so this one is really good, okay? So make sure you don't miss out on this one. So it's a 30-day prepared spirit pendant first. 30-day, alright? No 1 week, no 2 week. 30 days, 1 whole month prepared spirit pendant. Really good if you're going to be grinding on your character, right? Massive. Massive. It's a 7-day duration coupon as well. So you can wait a week and then redeem it and then use it for 30 days. Action, it's not action, it's animated. Animated damage skin, which means that the numbers will like jiggle, basically. It'll be just even more eye cancer. But it'll look nice for like 2 days and then you'll want to turn it off and never see it again. Unless you're like super casual, you don't play a lot and you don't really have damage on your screen that often, then it'll stay cute. It says action? Really? I thought it was animated. Huh, okay. I guess animated is too long of a word and they already have too many long words in titles these days. Okay, so go for action, my bad. Action damage skin, yeah. I would go for animated personally, but action seems a little weird. But, you know. Then we have a cotton candy pink bean, or the CCPB, as we all know it, which is a vac pet. Of course, you cannot put it in storage to transfer, and you cannot extend its duration, but it is a box, so you have 7 days to pick it. Please don't forget. And then you can use it for 30 days. CCP bean, the Russian bean, yeah. Our vac pet. Spoon and fork cape coupon. Yeah, need I say more? A giant spoon and fork and golden emblem floating behind your head. And she's still depressed. Day 5, Choo Choo set coupon. A set bonus that stays forever and temporary item stats for 30 days. Now you know why everyone looks like this, because this gives you extra damage. My friend Wonky Coupon. Oh, it's a weapon cover. You just can have Wonky with a giant hat. He doesn't just have a rat on his head. He actually has a giraffe who helps him, I guess. And then a magnificent growth potion coupon. Yummy, yummy. So the coupon is 7 days, and then the potion itself is another 7 days. So that's the first week. Then the second week, starting June 21st, we get a new week of rewards. We get minigames. The minigame you play changes every 20 minutes. A minigame is cleared when you reach 50,000 points in each minigame. Obtain EXP reward in proportion to your character's level after playing a minigame. Oh, so this will be very nice to level up those low-level characters if you're trying to get to 210, maybe to 220. Supplement it with your Monster Park daily EXP, Symbol daily EXP, all that. Achievements can be completed based on your cumulative points, and available EXP rewards can be obtained up to 5 times per world per day. Okay. Oh yeah, let me keep track of greeting week. That was, how long did you have to be logged in per day? 90 minutes. Logged in 90 days, free stuff. And this one is minigame. EXP 5 times a day? What did you say? 5 times a day per world. EXP 5 times per day per world. Low level characters. Easy, easy. And then reach a total of 250,000 points for chairs in Spiegelman's Kitchen. Then in Master Rider, if you want to get a scooter helmet, add 1,000 ingredients in Wish Kebab to receive chair. Okay. Cosmetic items if you play a lot. Alright, next week. Oh no, huh? Minigame week. Was this not minigame week? Oh, together week. Oh, well, my bad. Since it talked about minigames. This one is 101 and above. Competition minigames or challenge minigames. Ooh. Again, changes every 20 minutes. Surprise minigame can be entered through the invitation that appears above the character. Okay. NPC or invite every 30 minutes. Dessert points are given based on the game results. Dessert points can be exchanged for Wongstron coin coupons from Candy. 1 coin per dessert coupon. You can get up to 500 points daily per world and up to 1,500 points during the event. Okay. 500 per day, 1,500 per week. Bonus coins. Okay, these are bonus coins, so I have to highlight this week, the minigame week with... Oh, whoops. With a B, there we go. Because this is going to be extra coins. Okay. Was there anything else with extra coins, by the way? Not yet, right? No. Oh, yeah, this is also... Yeah, the Wongstron main menu, yeah. This one is bold and italic. Oh no, so this one is... This one's go overcap. Yeah, overcap. So this one's kind of weekly and daily, kind of. Kind of weekly and daily as well. Fuck. Okay. We have 1 card, Supernatural Youth. Risky, Dino, Rush, Cake Stacking, Colorful Savior, Invitation, Seesaw, Savior OX Quiz, Savior Rock, Paper, Scissors, and Savior Bingo. Let's see if we can get a screenshot of those, maybe? Oh, the greeting week is going to have these things. Okay. Here are the events. Spiegelmann minigames. Oh, here's the cooking one. Oh no, it's gonna have one of these where you need to drive around with your 400 ping and crash into everything infinitely. Okay. And will the server be up when the maintenance is done? Boom. Lawyered. Get crushed, kid. Just double check if this is still MapleStory music so I don't get DMCA'd. Okay, it's looking good. Why does this shit sound so loud, man? If you know, you know. Master Rider. That's the skewer minigame. Alright, that's this chair that you can stack on. Oh, complete all missions. Cooking King Spiegelman's protection voucher. This one. Oh, this one was not in the patch notes for GMS. Maybe we don't have this, or maybe this one is hidden. If you get all 3 of these, that you get this special one. Maybe? Pause champ? Okay. Minigame week. Yeah, so this is the one. One card, Ute. Oh, this dash. Thrilling Dino Rush. Okay. Use the NPC key and try to end in the right colors, I guess. Starcatch Simulator. Okay. Jumping Seesaw. Higher and higher cake stacking and colorful savior invitations. Oh yeah, just press the buttons and then the special menu where you smash the keys. And then this one is the quiz, the RPS, and the bingo, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the thrilling Dino Rush minigame. It's gonna be thrilling, okay? Don't be thrilled too hard, chat. It seems like you just have a better chance to roll high, but no guarantee. But on average, you'll just do better. And then you get a combo with the meat. Uh-oh, and then you don't get stomped by the dinosaur. Oh, someone already got stomped. Oof, Jesus. That is quite thrilling. Oh! And if you're the only one left, you can roll the whole time. I wonder if the meter goes back as well. Because if you have the dinosaur chasing you, can you just stall until the dinosaur almost crashes on someone else, and then press the button, and then go forward, and then they'll just get stomped because you're stalling for time? Yeah, little known fact, if you do this and you get stomped by the dinosaur, your character will get deleted and you have to start over. So it's pretty, it's high stakes, but there's a lot of coins on the line, so Dino don't play around. True and real. Here are all the rankings for the points, 200 dessert points, blah blah. And then I think it should have it here as well, the extra items. I don't know if it's going to be the same items though. Oh yeah, they've got the same mint chocolate chair, the hamster ball, and the hammer. And then, what is this? Dessert Mancer. Oh, it's the outfit. Okay, I was like, what's going on? What am I missing here? It's this outfit here. It's got a... Yeah, you're a Dessert Mancer. It's like a necromancer, but with, chocolate cake instead. What classes are available to create? All of them, except for Jet, Beast Tamer, and Zero. And the damage skin is oh here, yeah, damage skin's here. And then we have oh, more outfits. Is that more than KMS had? Question mark. Oh, KMS does not have those things here. Oh, Desert Meringue voucher. Oh no, that's the stuff I think, right? Desert Angel coupon, cat, Desert Meringue. Yeah, so they just have pictures of it here. They don't in the other one. Okay. Then, Cheer Up Week. You can select the buff you want among stat EXP buff 4 times per day per account. So, that's the same as now, but it's only during one of the weeks of the entire event, not for the entire duration of the event. During the event period, you can enhance Love and Peace buff by defeating designated daily and weekly bosses. The max is 3 levels. The target to be defeated can be checked in the dedicated UI, and enhancement points can be obtained by defeating the relevant bosses. Defeating weekly bosses gives you additional Wongstrand boss coins. Additional Wongstrand boss coins. Oh. Wait, how am I going to show that here? Kind of like that? Imagine you get the quest. You have to go kill Hardware's Hill, and you're like level 220. You're like, are you serious? The daily boss defeat mission reset every midnight, and the special boss defeat mission can only be completed once during the event period. When your enhancement points reaches 100 points, it can be enhanced to the next level buff. A total of 200 points is... If you defeat the daily boss, you get the final rewards for the event. Weekly bosses will provide both enhancement points and Wongstrand boss coins. Ooh. Love and Peace buff starts at additional XP 35, normal monster 10. And so it scales up super fast if you get it to stage 3 to the new one. But again, this is only for 1 week, and you can use it 4 times a day. It's not going to be the last event where it starts really weak and then gets stronger, then you can use it the whole time. Event coin, receive additional Wongstrand boss coins when defeating the following bosses 1 time per account. Chaos Vellum 100, Chaos Papulatus 100, Hard Lotus 200, and Heart of Vihela 200. Reward, if you enhance Blake's Spirit. So for this week... You might want to plan... oh shit, I've not been keeping track of all the weeks. Minigame week, and then we have... Minigame week was the one before this, right? Yeah. That's bonus coins. Cosmetics as rewards. And then Cheer Up week. Which does not have a hyphen, I see now. They want you to cheer up. It is not something that cheers you up. Okay. So egg bonus. Bonus weekly coins. 4 times per day bonus buff. EXP or boss. And then event coins and cosmetic rewards. Cosmetic rewards. Okay, then Bubble Week. Bubble Week, I mean. Don't say bubble when it's bubble. Scott burning Akali. Everyone is Terra burning Akali because it comes with Terra burn. You cannot hyper burn Akali, so that's not. I will not be doing that. You will get bubble tea pearls. Oh, it's fucking Boba Week. Okay. A special bubble tea monster appears in the map. Every time you collect the bubble tea pearls, you can collect up to 1,000 bubble tea pearls during the event. 1,000 pearls per event. After collecting 1,000 and getting the Wongstrand daily coupon stamp, you can claim the bubble tea item through the Wongstrand. Wait, and getting the Wongstrand daily coupon stamp? Why would that be connected to it? Okay. Buff item, EXP buff, additional 15% EXP, duration 30 minutes, a stat buff, additional Memes for an hour. Wait. Rewards. 200 ingredients. They just mean bubbles, right? 10 double EXP coupons. Medal of Honor. Event ring selector coupon. Okay. An experienced node and a magnificent potion. Ooh. I don't understand this one though. I don't understand this buff item. Every time you collect bubble tea pearls, a special bubble tea monster appears. You will receive 10 additional bubble tea pearls upon defeating it. You can collect 1,000 during the event. Every time you collect a certain number, click the event icon and press the claim button to get the reward once per account. So that's every 200. After collecting 1,000, you can claim the bubble tea item. What is the bubble tea item? Does that give you this? And if so, is that repeatedly until the end of the event? Let's see if the KMS has more details. No, this will be in part 2 of the KMS update. That has Kali here. Rice cakes? Oh boy, that's not... Orange mushrooms week. Seems like the food buff? Yeah, but we had the food buff before that already. Special menu goodbye last order. Wait, what? Did they create an extra week? Greeting week, together week, minigame week. Oh, because we didn't have the power up week. Yeah, okay. So this one is different for GMS. So I'm not sure. Event buff item. I have to check. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work. This is different for GMS than for KMS. I don't know if you're just getting like a use item that you can use a few times a day, or if you get a bunch of coupons that you can use throughout the event. We'll have to see how this works exactly. Not enough details for this part here. That's the week of July 12th. Well, actually, let me message Vera real quick. Is there any clarification on how the bubble week buff item is going to work? Since this is new to GMS and not in KMS update. Week of July 12th. This is going to work for us. Okay, so there could be an event buff following the week of the event buff, but we'll see how that works exactly. Then, not than, but then, right? But I don't have to worry about any of this stuff just yet. Okay. Burning events. Here we go. Hyper burning. This might be weird for you, and it's weird for me too. Don't worry, it's weird for all of us. But hyper burning is going to start on June 14th and is going to run until November 14th. Now you'll be able to claim the rewards until August 29th, but the burning itself, apparently the hyper burn, will go all the way until November 14th, which essentially means if you just do simple dailies on Monster Park, and you do just regular events that are around, you don't even have to grind your hyper burning at all to get to 250. Like, just a free daily EXP will get you there. But of course, you know, if it's your main, you want to send it quickly. But this is a new thing, so it's interesting how that's going to change our gameplay. For some of you, it'll open up some options on how you can progress through the game. Fat and Sweaty was taken. Thank you for the follow. Says Joe, I think, and Annie Simper. Thank you for the follows. Welcome. So how am I going to put this in the calendar? Well, that is a great question. I think I'll just do this. Boom, boom. Hyper burning. And then I'll just put text. Items must be... No, rewards, sorry. Rewards. Redeemed before Aug 29th, 23:59 ET. But it will go until November 14th, so I'll have to... oh boy, this shit again. September 1, 2, 3, 4. October 1, 2, 3, 4. November, bam, bam. Oh my god, it's gonna be perfect again, isn't it? Hello? Can I grab the... God, it's tricky. Okay. I guess I did have to come back to this eventually. Sup 27 to Oct. You guys use a C, right? We do the K, but you guys do the C. 7:33. September has 30, so it should be the 3rd. Oh, whoops, I forgot to wait one more. 4 to 10. I should double check before I do all of these. September, August. September starts with the 5th. And then October starts with the 3rd, yes. So we essentially get 2 burns, 1 hyper, and 1 Terra. Yeah, but the Terra isn't free to assign. That's going to be on the Kali. That's going to be stuck on there. We've known this for 6 months. Well, we've known that Korea had this, but we want to be absolutely sure and then confirm it on the date itself. But that we have been operating under that assumption, yeah. 18 to 19? No, that's not how weeks work. 23. Nope. 24. 25 to 31. Oh, shit. And then it starts here. Nov 1 to Nov 7. Nov 8 to Nov 14. And that is going to be the end of that, right? Yeah. I don't know why you give a scroll bar now. That is so unnecessary. Okay, and now these go back to hide rows. There we go. And now we got a bunch of lines here that we never drew. Burning, hyper burning, boom, Control C, bam. Insert link, boobity bop bop. Yes. Alright, again, hyper burning, existing character level 200 to 248, or set a new character and start create it as hyper burning when the event goes live. A newly created 0 cannot be hyperburning character, and only previously existing level 200 to 248 0 characters that have completed Act 2 can be one. Also, Kali and Jet cannot be hyperburning characters. Why not Jet? I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know. It's super stupid. People already know that it's going to get removed. If they want to level as a Jet to get that higher level more easily and then job switch after, you should allow people to do that. I don't know, you're already taking the character away, and now you're taking away their possible joy for leveling the character for a last time, also away with the hyperburn. I don't know why you would do this. It does not seem like a good decision. There might be a technical, so kind of a mechanical technical component to it that makes them want to not have it or something, but I feel like there should be some kind of, it should be addressed in some kind of way why that's the case. I was building MapleStory like 4 weeks ago. I'm a 270 Night Lord. Should I use the burning on that? I want to main the Night Lord, but have I missed too much? No, because I mean you're gonna get a lot of hyperburning stuff, but if you get it on another character that you don't want to play at all, you're gonna miss out on even more than at least getting the last rewards on the Night Lord. I would just hyperburn the Night Lord. If you know that that's the character you want and you're committed to it, then just hyperburn that one, man. The ripping Jet bandage off make players used to it being gone. But they're not, though. You can have one all the way up until January, like end of January, early February of 2024, right? If you were ripping off the bandage, you would say, this event is the Jet change event, and then after this event, it's just gone forever. But instead, they're keeping it until the end of winter. So they're not ripping the bandage off. So therefore, it feels incongruent to me, right? Hyper burning existing care level 200 to 248 or no Jet Kali or new 0. I like that they say that you cannot hyperburn a new 0, but also 0 is not available for character creation right now, so that's kind of funny. But they're kind of announcing that 0 and Beast Tamer character creation is most likely coming back in the second part of the update. Please note that regular characters with created Burning World cancel, and regular no buttons are clicked from that character creation screen. Interesting. Flame effect will be behind the character. Yeah. The use of the following items will be restricted below level 250 when setting character's hyperburning character. Extreme growth potions, typhoon, and magnificent. Like I already said, you don't even want to use these on the character to be in the first place. It's a huge waste to use them on there. You want to use them on other things. Redacted A, thank you for the follow. Damn, we'll never know what their actual name is. If you choose a new character as a hyperburn, do we get the bonus levels up to 200? All the way up to 250, yeah. Updated. Ooh. Hyper character benefits. Hyperburn characters level up 3 levels instead of 1 level at a time from level 10 to 250. Oh, okay. I mean, this is what hyperburning is, but I guess they had to they forgot to specify that. Hyperburning characters can receive rewards from Hyperburning UI after meeting set conditions. Hyperburning characters created in a burning world can not receive Mega Burning character afterward. Hyperburning characters that are progressing in Burning World can receive enhanced Burning World rewards. Both newly created and existing characters. I like that they're referencing the Burning World here, but the Burning World is an event that's mentioned here after the Hyperburning. So usually for the sake you want to mention the stuff that you're referring to before you're referring to it. But I know you cannot always do that, technically. But I think for this it would be possible. Can you typically job change a burning character? Maybe because the burning goes through November, that would prevent the job change? Can you job change a burning character? You probably can. Remember though that you can also just, if you do change your mind, you can delete the burning character and then remake one within the event. But typically the rewards past 200 are only given out once per account. So you can still get the rewards up to 200, like the temporary Fafnir gear and everything, but you won't get the symbol and the nodes and all that extra stuff after level 200, or 200 and higher. Is Bam dead now? Wanted to burn one. They did get some significant nerfs, but they are nope, need more nerfs. They're still playable and still character, but they did receive some nerfs. Yeah, I think Bam received a bunch of nerfs because they saw how good the 6th job was going to be, so they just preemptively cut it off at the like, I don't know, like at the shins or something, because they're gonna just grow extra legs on 6th job. Okay, they're looking pretty hot there. Diddle-diddle-do, burning. Okay. If an existing character has been set as hyperburning, you can only receive the level rewards that were reached after setting it as the hyperburning character. Yeah, that was already known as well, but just like to specify. Oh, these are long SSs. There we go. Level achievement rewards are going to be claimed. Hyperburning, character creation rewards, yeah, can be claimed. Character creation rewards can be claimed even after recreating a hyperburning character after it has been deleted. Character creation rewards. Oh yeah. So those are the stuff up to level 200. Burning world rewards and regular world rewards with the same conditions cannot be claimed at the same time. That's also pretty straightforward. Do you already decide what you're going to hyperburn? Yes, a Mihail. Because they got slightly nerfed, but I still believe in them. Hyperburning rewards. So these are the general rewards that everybody gets, and even if you remake a character, you get it. And even if you're already past level 200 on an existing character, you still get this. You get a snail, level 30, equipment box, burning, frozen gear, burning gear, whatever, level 100 gear, right? Temporary CRA stuff, the weapon with the set potential, everything 90 days. And then the flame title with some, they never say what's on there, but it's, I believe, it has some Star Force buff on it, I think. Oh, it doesn't say here either. Eternal flame title voucher. Keep on burning. The keep on burning one, that one has EXP and arcane power, I believe. This one just has some standard stats, but mainly Star Force, so you don't have to spend as much money Star Forcing, but you can still train in Star Force areas. Alright, that's all the burning stuff. So here are all the rewards. I mean, people already know about all of these nodes. If you are burning a character, you're not planning to use all the nodes, make sure that you use the nodes, reveal them all, and then just extract into shards, craft node zones with the shards, and then you can transfer those. If you're trying to level other characters with it, or augment other characters. Yeah, so 17 star box for Absolab or Dominator. You have to select that on the character. Kali gets one of these as well, but you're going to have to... for the Kali one, you actually get the physical box, so you can put it in storage and give it to other characters. The game should be downloading already, right? Yeah, almost 10 gigs. That's a pretty hefty download. I'll take a hot minute. So these look like all the same rewards. Level 5. It's going to be level 7 on Burning Worlds. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, so Burning World gets level 7 and 70 nodes instead, to try to lure people over to non-reboot, obviously. 80 even here, level 225. Even though they go to non-reboot worlds afterward, they could just buy nodes from the storage, from the auction house, but okay. My laptop's going to take a while to download that, I think. This guy's already at 18% on my laptop, so it's 0. Actually, wait, I'm only gonna get 5 MB. Oh, it's not even downloading right now, because it's installing so slow. Game up. There's sometimes a difference between the game being up and the game being downloadable in the launcher. That's not always the same, but it could be. We'll see when the first people are done downloading. Burning World has its own step up that's going to be until August 30th before the maintenance. Yeah, that's slightly longer. So that's technically going to be like this. Burning World. Again, because most of us play Reboot, it's not really that important. And it seems that they have removed the 20,000 extra Maple points. So no crazy stuff. No crazy stuff there for us. Ends on August 30th before maintenance. Oh, I should do this. World Leap. There we go. Let's put the text on the bottom. And make this text black for better contrasts. But yeah, Burning World basically has a bunch of benefits as if you have somewhere between a 6 and an 8k Legion. You can make 3 Mega Burning characters, and at the end, I believe 6 characters will be able to transfer to non-reboot worlds afterwards. You get some extra stuff here to play. Oh, 5 characters here. To 5 characters, 3 Mega Burnators, Mega Burns, 5 characters transferred to non-reboot worlds. 150 plus, not 1250 plus, 150 plus. To Aurora, Berylisium, Luna, and Skynet Worlds. Yep. Oh, there are the names. Not Steve. I'm Sag now. There's a bunch of Burning World restrictions, and then Burning World step up. Oh yeah, I guess I can add that here. Thank you for the follow. That should work there. Basically just the step up missions that you could see. Was it here? Yeah, so these are Burning World step up missions. These are the stuff from that you get extra in Burning World. And then these are the rewards from Hyperburn is this that I also used in my picture with the Hyperburning, where you can see all of the rewards here. These are all of the missions. I mean, yeah. Again, most of you are not going to be playing in Hyperburn, in Hyperworld at all. And then Burning World Leap. Oh, I should have that one as well. Burning World Leap. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I have not been adding them. Let's see, Burning World. Step up. See. No, not this one. Yeah, I'm like 32% into the update already. What's up, Cody B? How you doing? Someone told me you can't have Terra and Hyper at the same time. Not on the same character, but you can have it at the same time in the game, yeah. Finished early? I don't know if anyone is in yet. My download seems to be completely paused here at... I might have to pause my laptop to make sure that my main computer doesn't lose steam, because I'm trying to update my laptop at the same time, but there's a lot of people downloading at the same time. Seems like I'm getting some... I'm not getting my regular Bean Brigade queue for the looks of it. Why does the entire game have to be reinstalled? Because of how it's made, basically, there's like 6 giant files that hold all of the info. So every one of those separate files have to be completely checked to make sure that they are now completely aligned with the new version of the game. So they all have to be double checked. But when it says that they have to completely reinstall all the files, like 90% of the files are most likely already done, so you can blow through it very, very quickly. But it just... unless it's completely checked, it shows up as 0%. Starter got fresh. Should I play in Burning World? Burning World is great to start off from if you're planning to eventually play a non-Reboot World. If you're planning to play in Reboot World, then starting in Burning World will give you virtually no benefit. Ah, now we're downloading at 25 megs again. Okay. Okay, more events. Kali's Journey. Wait, where's the Jet job advancement? Did I already scroll past that? Oh yeah. The Jet job advancement is tentatively planned for the second part of the Savior update. Gotcha. We want to ensure that all the systems of this event are functioning properly. Like I said, we still needed some details. So they're going to wait for the Jet job advancement. I guess because the Jet job advancement hasn't started yet, they don't want to allow people to hyperburn the Jet, I guess. Because if people aren't fully aware and read up on what's happening with Jet, but then they burn it and then they find out afterwards. So now nobody can do it, sadly. Rip Emily, rip Matt, rip everyone else who was going to it's going to hyperburn a Jet. Your boy Tobin and Heavy Claim, thank you for the follows. Welcome. Scardor forgot which pirate you recommended me to hyperburn as a side main boss mule, Buck or Cannoneer or Corsair. Happen to remember by chance. Buck if you want super simple and it's going to exclusively stay a boss mule. Corsair if you want to manage a whole bunch of summons and see nothing of the boss fight, but just see a whole bunch of explosions. And Cannoneer if you want to be very, very versatile, but like jack of all trades. Not the best at anything, but just play anywhere in the game and always have something that you can do. For you, it was probably the Buck, I'm guessing. But normalized Cannoneer picks. Cannoneer is solid. Everyone hates on it, but it's just misunderstood. So some people in chat are in, right? So the game is actually up and it's done. Cannoneer is like you, Monkey. Yep, it is. Love it. Okay, so Jets. Oops, I'm Control-C-ing. Control-C-ing, here we go. Kali's Journey. June 28th until August. That's the whole time as well. I'll just type it here for now. Kali's Journey. Apostrophe S because of possessive, right guys? So lots of stuff here. We have the pet package with the little Kali with the outfit. At level 30, the level 30 equipment box. Level 100, the title, which gives you some attack power, Star Force, and then the cryptic chest with the frozen gear, essentially. Level 150, the temporary CRA gear, Mitra's double experience coupon box, straight boost potion. Everyone's going to use it on Charm. That's a huge waste. If you're going to keep it as like a boss mule or something, I guess you can use it on Charm, but if you're going to play the character, please use it on Insight. Level 200 gifts has the other title here, so this one has arcane power on it, boss damage IED, additional EXP, so that's nice if you're going to keep leveling all the way at least until 230 for the higher level rewards, or past that if you want to main the character. 50 arcane symbol selector coupons, 50 nodes, growth potions as well. And of course, since she's no longer a burning Jesus character here, you can use this on this character now. What does Insight give? It gives reduced element. It gives elemental defense ignore, which is basically final damage on bosses, which is way harder to level than Charm. Charm is super easy to level, plus it will increase your damage by pretty much nothing. It's just a huge cope to get your pocket item unlocked, which does absolutely nothing for your damage. Insight will actually help your damage, though invisibly, and will take you way longer to max. So that's why you want to use it all on. Because Bucker D is for leveling faster and solo bossing. Both are good at that. Both can do that. I mean, we'll need more differentiator. I guess DS will have more iframes available outside of burst. It does use at least one of them for burst though. And then Buck uses all of their iframes for burst. Someone finished downloading? Yeah, people said they were already in the game. I'm already at 80% while I'm doing all of this, so some people must be already in. Do we recommend burning a Dawn Warrior if you're looking for a super simple character? And you're playing pretty casually, you're not like a hardcore gamer and stuff, then Dawn Warrior is a very solid pick, yeah. 205 gift, 210 gift. Oh yeah, Kali. I should mention her, Kali. To burn up to 200. Best 200. Transferable. Abso box. Symbols. Transferable box within account. Of course, you have to pick one of these two. You don't get both. And then another Typhoon Growth Potion here. Again, the Typhoon Growth Potion though on the Kali is untradeable. You have to, and it's not a coupon. Like you have to use this on the Kali. And it's a Typhoon, right? It's not a Magnificent. It's Typhoon. Experience node, 1 experience node. Wowie. And then Kali's Wish, which will be on the same page, but this does not have the Vec Pet, right? Did I just read over that? Because in KMS, Kali also got a Vec Pet. Kali's Wish. Wish. Kids Wish killing 2,000 monsters, yeah, per day near your thing. There's going to be a ring coupon, a chat ring, label ring. Ah, and here is the Vac Pet. There it is. Cotton Candy Pink Bean, so has its own Vac Pet as well. So you get a Vac Pet here for 30 days, and there will be a Vac Pet in the first week for the welcoming week. What was it called? Greetings week. Close enough. 2 Vac Pets, yeah. 2 separate 30-day Vac Pets. Okay, my laptop's at 27%. My PC's at 87. Just about the same speed. Then there is a damaged skin. The Kali damaged skin. It looks okay. It's a little too sparkly and a weird effect in front. Not for me, but it's decently nice. What up, Rooster? How you doing? And then we have the Erima's chair. Very nice. The Kali emblem. It's huge. 4th attendance gift is the coupon. Yo, yeet there. Thank you very much, Rooster. Thank you for the 26. Working on that 3rd year. Potential badge incoming. Well, the upgraded potential badge incoming. Is it unit? No, it's not a unit for the Kali. Regular one. There is a unit damage skin in the event shop, though, that every single character will be able to buy if they want to. The Wongsterant unit damage skin. If you're looking for one. You get some NX covering on your Kali. And then here is the Magnificent Growth Potion. But this one is tradable with an account. So, yeah. So I think so far we've gotten to 7 magnificent growth potions, I believe. So if you have like a level 243 right now, that's just kind of waiting. That'll be another 250. Is Kali not out yet? No, Kali. Oh, that's actually. Oh, that's an excellent point, dude. Excellent point. I put it too early in here. I need to make sure that I put it in. Oh no, I didn't put it yet. No, you're wrong. I didn't do that. I didn't do shit. But it only starts on the 28th. Yes. So we have time to work on the hyperburn first before it comes out. So you have a little bit of a breathing room there. Kali's Wish, and then we have Miracle Time. Miracle Time? Miracle Time. For 24 hours on select days, you can enjoy the benefits of Miracle Time. Miracle Time allows for double the chance of racking up your item's potential using cash cubes. The item types effectively will be different depending on the date. Let's see. Wait. For 24 hours. Is it going to be the whole day? Are they finally going to make it the whole day so it's not like 3 separate areas where it's like 45 minutes on 3 separate occasions at like the worst possible hours of the day? Oh my god, dude. But it's only on certain items? Why? This is why we can't have nice things. It's gotta come... It's gotta come with downs. Now instead of doing 1 character per time, now you can only do... Now you have to switch between all of your characters to just do 1 item type. Dude, why is it always shit, man? Why is it always shit? When is the badge day? There is no badge day. RIP. Oh man, I had like joy in my life for like 3 seconds, and then it immediately got taken away because I read further. The item types effective will be different depending on the date. Please see the above for dates where the items on those dates are affected. Okay, I know they're trying, but this ain't it, Chief. Player A uses a cash cube on their hat on June 17th and receives the Miracle Time benefits. Except Player B uses a cash cube on their shoes on June 17th and does not receive the Miracle Time benefit. Okay. Miracle Time applies on cash cubes that can rank up the potential. This includes Glowing Cube, Bright Cube, Bonus Glowing Cube, Bonus Bright Cube, and Violet Cube. Potential rank up through the event applies only to ranking up 1 level. The potential rank up through the event applies only to ranking up 1 level. Oh. Scroll notice at the top of the screen during the event period and event going. Make sure you see the Miracle Time scrolling message before starting the cube, because sometimes it starts like 8 minutes late. To make sure you're taking full advantage of the boosted rates, the pop-up window at the top window disappears about 2 minutes after logging in. Okay, the cube use interval delay during Miracle Time in Reboot World is removed. The cube use interval delay during Miracle Time in Reboot World. Oh, okay. During the Miracle Time period, using the cash cube to upgrade an item to legendary rank will activate the double Miracle Time blessing buff for the map. Okay, so this is between June... Oh god, this is June 17th, on July 1st, July 15th. What is this? Up chance with cubes. This is very interesting. Do I already have the Miracle Time saved? If not, I do now. Oh, I already had it. Kick. Miracle Time. That's gonna have to have his own column, because that is some weird ass shit. Miracle Time. So that is June 17th. Is that are those Saturdays? Oh, the letters are white. I'm like, where's my... And then July 1st? Okay, I don't know why it's just going bold all of a sudden. I never selected that. July 15th. So it's like every other Saturday? Oh, 29. Whoops. August 12th and August 26th. Maybe the emblems will be part of the second part of the update? Oh no, wait, this is all the whole part. I don't know. Emblems are not getting any... No miracle time for emblems. What else are we not getting? Are we doing all accessories? All accessories? It says rings, ring, comma, accessory. That's interesting, because rings are accessories. Shoes, gloves, cape, bottom, outfit, and top. I think by outfit they mean overall. By outfit you probably mean overall. Oh, other people are already saying that they were in. It shouldn't say that it's still under maintenance track. Okay, yeah, this will be interesting how this is going to work. And then the sunny Sundays. Control C. Sunny Sundays are usually here in the beginning. So we're getting our June 18th. June 25. And then July 2nd. Jill 2. Jill 9. Jill 16. Wow. This one's already pre-boldened. Ah, yes, just change the text that I put in there. Thank you. Jill 9 shining. There you go. Yeah, so July 9th is Shining Star Force. That's a really important one. July 16th and 50% off inner abilities. That's also pretty important. Double Portal and Monster Park EXP is nice, but that's not on the level of being important, I would say. June 25th is just nothing. I don't know why. They could have given us like double souls for the people who missed the previous event, I guess, to give us just something. But they're not even doing that. Oh, we're back up to 40 channels. I don't know if they even mentioned that in here. Control F, 40? They put it in a maintenance notice. Gotcha, okay. Okay, and training one on the 18th is pretty nice if you're trying to get extra bonus, but of course it is also not usually not up to the level of boldening. So it's usually the last two here for shining that are nice, and then we'll have part 2 for shining here. I'm gonna leave it up like this, I believe. This is like awkward though. Boom. This is like on and off, so I'll like color it like this. And these will just be like that, I'm guessing. This will be, I'll put this here. I will just tweak those and then tweak those. That'll make more sense. These will be bold like that, bold like that. These are going to be over soon, so this will just be grayed out like this. Okay, and the last thing to double check. Oh yeah, Sunny Sundays. Sunny. Ooh, Sundays, July 9th. Shining. It's the most important one. Spell Trace Fever Time. Of course, if you're a non-reboot, that's pretty nice. June 23rd, 24th, and 25th. We'll have Spell Trace Fever Time, so make sure you mark your calendars for those if you're in non-reboot. And then for bug fixes, it's still a whole lot of stuff here. Fix the bug where the obtained EXP wouldn't show up in the quest complete tab for the following quest. I was going to say, like, fix the bug where you don't get EXP for auto-completing quests in these areas. And I was like, oh no, never mind. A lot of these bug fixes are just minor things. Some of these might be, significant for specific characters. But none of these are game-breaking typically. Item bug fixes. They're not fixing the synergy rings, I'm guessing. Synergy, nope. So I don't care about most of this stuff then. Awkward preview. Things that show up awkward. Oh yeah, remember, because of the changes of the EXP, if you're logging in, make sure you don't like start killing monsters immediately and start doing stuff, because if there's something you need to do within the level that you're at, like starting the hyperburn, something like that, make sure you do that before game is up. Thank you for notifying me. I am also in the game. But I do appreciate that. I do not have my extra character slot though. I guess they're only unlocking that when Kali comes out. Think you have to buy it? No. It says 54 of 54. It should say 54 of 55 if the extra character slot was available. Right? But it says of 54, so there's nothing left for me to add here. I'll check real quick if there's anything here, but weapon motion. There might be something here, like I said, that are important to certain people, but in general, it's not game breaking at all. These are just minor fixes. The skill fixes are included, if they're relevant, in the character balance changes for Savior as well in the video that I showed earlier. Fixtures with a pattern would sometimes be destroyed even though you died from will space collapse. Fixture sanctuary could be created in an awkward location. Map bug fixes. I love this like quest stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff wrong with the game, right? So just like small tweaks here and there. Features where hitting a monster in Tower of Oz 36 would sometimes fail to display the message. I hope that it's not the one with the sequence with the slime and the pig, because that would be very annoying if it would do that. The background displayed awkwardly in the following maps. Yeah. UI bug fixes. Nothing. This is super. That's a lot of UI bug fixes. Achievement fixes. Function achievements are changed to memory. Yeah, so this is why I didn't go after the Hungry Muto fast food. Because that one is part of the achievements now. So if you have these achievements, all of your achievement points are going to get detracted from your total achievement points. So it's possible, if I log in now on my character, my total achievement points are probably lower now. But they also added some new achievements, so it shouldn't be too bad. What is achievements? No, where's achievements? 17.9. Is that higher than where I was? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Give me more. Okay. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, now I'm back down to 68%. I can work on 69 again. But yeah, you might find, I don't remember exactly how much I was at. I think I was at low 17Ks, but now I'm like at 18. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. And there's some skill fixes. Fix an issue where the fourth job or higher Mihal and Dawn Warrior characters placed as Legion assigned members would not use attacking skills. I don't know if that actually had effect on your coins though, or if that was just a visual thing. Fix an issue where the final damage did not increase while the Explorer Magician's affinity was dead. While the Infinity was dead, or while the Explorer was dead? Okay. Figure requires Surge's buff effect would temporarily apply. Yeah, so these are all, you know, character fixes. Let me just get a measure of this. What are the Arc and DA ones? See if I even recognize any of these as being things. Fix it applying spell buff with a charge spell amplifier affected party member. Arc while applying a spell buff. It will not be overwritten with a short duration buff. Making sure a basic buff was stacked and applied with the party member. Arc's child yeah, whatever. Yeah, so here are some kana changes, but yeah, it's mostly just visual stuff. So no balance changes for kana. Quite a few changes for Hayato to make the gameplay not as shitty, so that's good. But you know, that's kind of a bad thing that there's so many. That means that they've been clustering them for longer, which means they've been having bugs for longer. But you know, at least they're getting fixed later rather than never. Tillich and Tillich also sub. Thank you very much, Tillich. Sorry I missed that. And Yorashiki, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, those are all the bug fixes. All right, that's the entire patch notes, the entire massive patch notes. Here's what I wrote down for the breakdown. All right, giant patch, but Kali. Oh yeah, Kali skills. Void Rush, big dashes, Crescentum, resets, a lot of zooming, okay? Be strong, dash with a lot of Void Rush and Crescentum, and then just use your regular fourth job and your AoE to just blow everything up. Kali will be strong, fast leveler, comes with a Terra Burn, lots of rewards. Booster has to be used, so put it on a macro or put it on auto buff. You have 2 toggles, don't forget those. Chakri might seem weak, and they will be early on, but if you keep maining the character, they become a big part of your damage, so don't underestimate them. And Void Blitz will give you Dark Sight, so use that for bossing whenever that's relevant. Zero and Kinesis got a new 5th job skill. Attack speed changed to casting speed for mages. It should have a huge effect, but please give feedback if it did for some characters. It shouldn't change the ability and all that for attack speed, but should be good. Hayato boost nodes got cut down from 23 to 10. That's basically all what happened there. All the other skill changes just were copied over already from what we know. There are plenty of skill changes, of course. The buffs and the nerfs pretty much were already looked at here in this column over there, and I already have a YouTube video on that if you want the full breakdown with, you know, just the general buff nerfs over here. Where did my thingy go? Here we go. Other than that, oh yeah, so level up EXP reduced between level 220 and 260 to try to prepare everyone for New Age with the 6th job coming this winter at level 260. The dailies, the special little dailies on Arcane River are now weeklies. They will reset on Sunday to Monday. Monster Park gives more EXP, and there's an easier Monster Park Extreme matching system. And but yeah, so the amount of symbol dailies, the amount of symbols per week stays roughly the same, but amount of time spent doing them for your characters is going to go down a lot. So multi-character symboling is going to be way more time efficient. I could just zoom in. Maybe that's a little bit better, huh? Then what do we have? Is music finished again? No way. Oh yeah, Ursus requires 300 monsters near your level killed before you can enter. This is shared between your account though, so it should be very fast. The emblem is on August 12th. Oh, let's see if they updated that. Oh, it is here. Somebody just missed it. Okay. You guys made me look like a fool. Okay. Game is up. Yeah, either that or I'm hacking. Because I'm in the game right here. Yeah, so big major Star Force changes. No more drop on fail from 10 to 15, and no more boom from 12 to 15. Adjusted the prices, so it's basically going to pretend like you're safeguarding and roughly safeguard the same costs as before that. So no longer transfer hammering up to 16 and foddering up to 15 and 16 for superior and transfer. So superior and Absolab stuff. Just level up the Absolab and the superior by itself. And just take precautions past 15, of course, but up to 15, just upgrade it as the items. No need to fodder stuff around anymore. Then, if you do boom something, a trace goes back down to 12 and doesn't go up to 15, which you might expect. Then character stats will change. So attack speed goes from 1 through 10 instead of starting at 6 and then going up to, or starting at 7 or something and then going to 0. So basically +1 for faster. The set window will most likely show an 8. I can show that now. It still says 5 level. I really wish that they, it says basic 5 stage, and then it says attack speed +1 is the slowest, while +8 is the highest, and then it says 5 level here. I don't like those 3 different names. I already gave that as feedback. I hope they will change it in the near future, but for now, that's what we have to deal with. My pets are not buffing because I'm in a town map. Good. I trained them well. Exactly. That is a boost. Good job. That gets me to 7 level, as it says right here. And then using the other skill over here. Boom. That gets me to 8 level. And then if I were to tap a green pot, it still says 8 level as you see, but now it says bonus attack speed is in effect. And if I hit one more monster with my skill, and I definitely missed because someone is training here. Because they're trying to train with high level burn, obviously, and everyone's trying to get to 285 before the nerf on the EXP. Why is my spell bullet not going off? There we go. Now it is at 10, but it still says bonus attack speed. But if you add all the numbers up now, 5 and 4 and 1, it goes up to 10. I don't believe you could possibly go over this, but we'll have to double check. But the cap should still just be at 10, and you'll be able to see there in the window. Why are you sending me a video? What is this? Kali level 10 to 230 in 13 minutes. Jesus. Nice. Way to set expectations for people that they can never meet. Yeah, so that's, and then the weapon and the magic attack, I guess I can show you right now. So you can see the total magic attack like this. Skills, equipment, item, Legion assigned members, hyperstat, and Yeti Imping Bean. And then for attack, same thing. And then in the bottom you can see the percentage. So for me, equipped item is 90%. So it'll show up the total attack. For me, attack power is 5,774 in this very moment. But, I'll get a bunch more from different cash up DC. Okay, love to see that we still have that. Smithing tab lag ended. Let's see. Let's test. Oh my god. It didn't lag, boys. It may be fixed. It just might be fixed. I don't know. Everyone try it right now in the chat. Open up your smithing tab. Do it. Free character slot for Kali, 55. It looked to me like I was stuck on 54 out of 54, so maybe this only will be available once the new class actually comes out, which is probably fine as well. Inventory shows which title is in use. Yeah, so I show this on the test server as well, but you can see right now I have this one equipped. If I were to equip the other title, it will show up here. Even when the titles are invisible, you don't have to do this and then check, so you can just check in the here which one is equipped. So that's quite nice. Oops, I closed that little thing. Where's that? Here we go. Game details customization. You can customize what the game will look like, the level of detail you want from the background and that kind of stuff. And you can also change the outline of your character for boss fights, so you can have an easier time seeing where your character is. Now for the big events, Wongsterent, so there's going to be daily missions, and you can get 300 coins per character per day. There's going to be weekly missions for weekly bosses. You can get 400 coins per week per account, or per world, most likely for that. You can get 1 stamp per day per account when you daily cap the 300, and then with the stamps you max out your day. And I can open this up, but it'll start the whole quest line for me, and then it'll have the pass. We just went through the thing in the video, right? And then for 40,000 Maple points, you can double up your pass rewards that you get every week. So Rith and Ellie have skill points will be added to the new buff. So I don't have them now, but once I go through the storyline here, I should be able to get the buff on the top right, and the Rith and Ellie benefits and their skill points will be added to my stats after I get this. So make sure that the first thing you do is enable this, go through the storyline, and start the skill so that you can get your Rith and Ellie points from before, from the past event, so you can get all of those in activated on your characters. Skill will last until the maintenance on June 22nd. The sacred symbols in the shop. So shop items now. It's almost the exact same shops as from the anniversary event. So nothing really crazy changed there. Sacred symbols have gone down from 200 to 150 coins. So that's nice for people in the later areas. There are more nodes in there now. There's 50 normals and 5 special nodes. Again, not crazy, but at least it's more. Then we have special weeks of events. So Greetings Week is stay logged in for 90 days. For 90 minutes, it's enough. 90 days is a little bit long. And then there's a bunch of free stuff. So you definitely want to do this. There's some good stuff in there. Magnificent Growth Potion, that kind of stuff. Then during Together Week, you can get EXP from doing mini-games 5 times a day per world. This is very nice to level low-level characters. And you can get some cosmetics if you reach the thingies. 90 minutes without logging out. I think it might pause and then recover. Much better, I hope, than the previous pre-login rewards before the Savior event, because that was not good. Then we have Minigame Week, when you can either talk to an NPC or you have invites every 30 minutes that you can go to the minigame for, where you can get 500 coins per day at a max of 1,500 coins per week. But these are bonus coins, like on top of the regular daily cap and stuff. So there's some extra coins in this, and also some cosmetic rewards. Then there's Cheer Up Week with bonus weekly coins. So not coins per week, but these weekly coins, like with the bossing, I guess I should say bossing weekly coins. You get like missions on certain bosses you have to kill, and you can do this 4 times per day for a bonus buff that you unlock. And then as you do more of the challenges, you will empower the buff, and this is very similar to the buff during the anniversary event, where you could pick like extra EXP and normal monster damage, or extra boss damage, IED, and stats, that kind of thing. And there's also cosmetic rewards for that. Then there's Bubble Week. I have reached out to Vera for some clarification on the event buff items, so I'm not sure how it works, but you'll be able to get up to 1,000 pearls during the event. There are good rewards for that, so definitely try to do that. And there's some kind of event buff item. It's a little weaker than this one, but I don't know if it's multiple uses, if it's a limited amount, if it's until the end of the event, or if it's just during the week. Not sure yet. But this is different than what Korea had, so you don't really know for sure how this works. But yeah, so I've reached out for clarification. Then there's Hyper Burning, of course. Either existing character, level 200, 248, or a new character. You cannot burn Jet, Kali, or a new 0, but you can burn an existing 0 that has cleared Chapter 2. If an existing character has been set to Hyper Burning, you can only receive the level rewards that were reached after setting it as Hyper Burning. So for most people, like if I start right at level 200, do I still get the rewards at level 200? No. But those will be the only rewards that you miss out on. So most people will start at level 202 or 205, 208, etc., so that you can exit the whole event nicely at level 250. Don't try to burn it like level 200 or 201, because then you'll end up at like 248 or 249, and then you have to do a full level for the last one. It's a little overkill there. Burning World, again, this is mostly for non-reboot, but you get 3 mega burns, and 5 of the characters that are at least level 150 plus will be able to transfer to a non-reboot world at the end of that event. There's kind of Kali bonus stuff, so you have rewards similar to Hyperburn all the way up to level 200, and then past 200 there's transferable Abzo box, and there's a vac pet here as well. There's another vac pet in the Greetings week as well. Forgot to mention that specifically, but there's a lot of good stuff in this first week, the Greetings week. Among it, a vac pet. So these are 30 days, non-transferable through cash up, non-life extendable, but vac pets nonetheless. So very nice. Then there's Miracle Time Days, which is going to be like Miracle Time, but it's going to be every other Saturday, and it's only going to be for limited equips. So it's only going to be like 1 or 2 or 3 types of equips that you can have a chance to double tier up on that day. It's really awkward. I don't know. If you're really short on money, then yeah, I guess is... Yeah, if you're really short on money, then I guess it can be nice. Miracle Time Days, yeah, so that's that. 1 day every 2 weeks, yeah, on Saturdays. And then the Sunny Sundays, the most important one is July 9th is Shining. So that's 5, 10, 15, 100%, and 30% off at the same time. Save a lot of money with the changes of no more boom and drop below 15. That should make the whole process faster, easier to spend your money, fewer booms, you know, good times. So that's the full rundown. Always check out !events for the calendar. Check out the entire video. Thanks for watching all that stuff. And now we're going to get into the actual game and play the event. Wowie. See you in game.